steeped in wrestling history and tradition. This is Death Before Dishonor 8. Joe Dabrowski, Steen Prazak ringside. 2 titles to be decided tonight, and a lot of personal animosity. Cheech and Cloudy in the ring. It's El Generico, and he looks like he's ready for a fight. And this is not the timid El Generico we've seen. This is not the reserved El Generico. This is not only the old El Generico, perhaps indeed a reborn El Generico.
What?
Oh yeah! 6 months, we won't have to wait another minute.
Easy there, young man.
Steve Corino, advisor to Kevin Steen, and the brainwasher.
Generico, do you honestly believe that you're calling the shots around here? This is pay-per-view, you masked retard. You don't call the shots. Me and Steen do. And there's no way in hell that Kevin Steen would ever wrestle the opening match because he's all about the main event. Steen, now! It's not gonna happen, Generico. I'm wearing black for your funeral tonight.
Oh.
Enjoy the time that you have now. Now! You don't get it. You don't want it. You.
And there's Kevin Steen.
Much as has been the case for 6 months, Steve takes
Kevin,
his
no!
spot.
No! Kevin, no! 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 Not yet! Kevin, no!
Corino doesn't want this to happen now.
It's fine. This ends now.
Well, what an opening matchup we've got.
And screw the format, Chief Prazak. Our opening matchup is Generico and Steen, a 6-year best friendship gone bad. Tonight, both men look to eliminate one another from the other's lives permanently.
And this crowd here in Toronto is red hot. One of the matches that everyone has been waiting for.
We have watched the return of El Generico since the end of last year. El Generico's live in a halo. Here's his body weight. Generico is excited. Generico is pumped. And you can see the fire in the eyes, the determination, the motivation. Generico now knows in order to survive in the future, he must convert his past and Steen hits hard in the steel guardrail.
All of these fans on their feet. Well, so much for Cheech and Cloudy kicking off Death Before Dishonor 8. One of the biggest grudges in ROH history between former World Tag Team Championship partners.
Look out!
Oh.
Steen hits hard again. We saw it build ever since Final Battle 2009. We saw Generico show glimpses of hope in Phoenix. We saw Generico return to his old self in Charlotte. And now tonight, El Generico may be a new man entirely.
He is all over Kevin Steen, deciding to bring it inside the ring now. Finally, one-on-one between Steen and Generico here on Internet Pay-Per-View.
And Generico flies with a crossbody. Could this be all, though? First near fall of the evening by El Generico, but it's not about a fall. It's about a statement. It's about a message. It's about a 6-year-long best friendship, practically a brotherhood that was ruined by Steen's jealousy and insecurity.
Oh, what a hard forearm from Kevin Steen, and Generico dishing it right back out.
Generico has learned firsthand Steen has turned into a relentless, malicious, violent killing machine. Thanks in part to Steve Corino. Imagine what lengths Generico's prepared to go in to counter that.
And Steve Corino has gotten Kevin Steen on the right path, a path to success in singles competition. He just needs to kick Generico to the curb finally and focus on the goal, and that is to race to the top of Ring of Honor.
Steen able to reverse the momentum, at least momentarily, versus Generico with a drop kick. And again, you can see the piercing glare through the mask into the eyes of Generico. The eyes are the window to the soul.
Hey.
Generico has a damaged soul, a damaged heart, a damaged mind, thanks to Kevin Steen. But he looks to exorcise those demons tonight. And Steen is just looking for an opening, and he found it right there with the top rope.
That's right. Had him in perfect position to snap the throat of Generico across the top rope. And that puts Kevin Steen, Mr. Wrestling, in the driver's seat. Oh!
But Generico right back. And there are the chants. The signature Ole chants that helped to drive Kevin Steen over the edge. That led to him betraying his best friend. The chants that would normally drive Kevin Steen to a sick level. And now Generico driven into the knee of Steen.
That's why you call it a high-risk maneuver. And Kevin
Second.
Steen taking full advantage of the situation. A huge backbreaker, and then that senton, all of the body weight of Steen across the back of Generico.
And for the first time in this matchup, Steen has an opportunity to regroup and recover. Keep in mind, Steen has promised that tonight would be the end of El Generico. He talked about lowering Generico's casket. He talked about Generico being a disease, an infection, the reason Steen was sick. Steen being reborn when he left Generico's side, and now digging into the eyes of Generico.
Reborn thanks to Steve Corino, I might add. Dressed in black.
Yeah, for the funeral of Generico.
We're gonna see that here tonight.
Steen looks to complete his rebirth.
There we go,
And
super kick.
Straight to the butt of the jaw. And Steen is a sick, sadistic, vile, animalistic monster. But he's also in a better state of mind than he's ever been when it comes to focus in the ring. He is more dangerous than ever. That's what Corino's brought out of him, and that's what Generico has felt firsthand for so long.
And it is that mean streak that Steve Corino has brought out of Kevin Steen. That is why he's in command of this matchup right now. Generico struggling for breath. Throw it right across the bottom rope. Taking full advantage of Todd Sinclair's count. Keep the camera on Kevin.
And it seemed, Prazak, that through the past several months, whenever Generico was motivated, whenever he was ready to make that comeback, Steen or Corino would take an opportunity. They pick their spot, and they knock Generico back down to the doldrums. Steen is trying to do that right now, but the measure of Generico will be whether or not he can come back from this onslaught.
He's feeding off this crowd's negativity. It's going to make him even more determined.
Generico trying to shrug it off, to shake it off.
Easier said than done. One forearm and he collapses in the corner.
Well, Steen, we've seen Steen do a lot of sadistic things. We saw him on one of our video wires cuddling with barbed wire, for goodness sakes. But Steen has said he doesn't need a weapon, because Steen himself is what hurts Generico the most. And a cannonball is proof positive. Prazak, they say the ones you love always hurt you the most. Steen has exploited that for so long. And it seems he may have an opportunity to do it again. But Generico, to the chants of Ole in the background, trying to will himself to his feet once again.
Generico trying to pull himself back to his feet. He can barely fight back on Kevin Steen right now.
Generico's not just fighting for redemption, he's fighting for survival. He knows Steen wants Generico out of Steen's life forever, at any and all cost.
Oh, that's it. He's knocked out.
The impact
He is
speaks
knocked out.
It speaks for itself. And Generico once again trying to shake it off. He has to put into the past what he wishes was and realize the situation put in front of him. He's finally done that. And Generico to the vertical base, hammering away.
Hammering away, but Steen's still on his feet.
Generico with the advantage, however. And Steen overpowers Generico. Right back up.
How the hell did he get back up?
You want to talk about heart?
Oh.
Generico showing it. But Steen with the power advantage. And again, no match. Generico is being willed on here by something he may have not even known he still had. The driver! Generico driver! No!
Only two. You're not going to put Steen down that easily.
And what frame of mind would Kevin Steen be in if Generico pinned Steen 1-2-3 tonight?
What a way to kick off Death Before Dishonor 8. We are live in Toronto, the Tad Reeve Arena. Thank you for joining us on Go Fight Live.
Generico in a 5, I got crotched.
And that's twice now he's taken a risk like that, and it has not paid off for Generico. First the backbreaker, and now he got crushed on the ropes, and some more damage done on the apron.
Keep in mind, Steen has promised the end of Generico. Package pile driver. No counter. Look out.
Backdrop on the edge of the ring frame.
Again, Generico is fighting for his life, fighting for his career.
That took a lot out of the back of Kevin Steen, but he's trying to shake it off.
Watch Generico. And you see the elation, the emotion, the outpouring of Generico. He tried to suppress, trying to convince himself he didn't need to do it, trying to convince himself there was another way.
He's going to take another risk. This could be a crucial mistake for El Generico, not going for a cover.
Generico, high risk, gonna fly. Huge splash. He has him. 2.5 again. Another near fall. 6 months of mental doubt could be absolved right now with a Generico pinfall, but it was not to be as of yet, says Mr. Wrestling Kevin Steen.
It's not going to happen tonight. Mark my words. Kevin Steen will not allow it to happen.
He may have no choice. Generico may end Steen before Steen can end Generico.
Oh, yeah, no backbreaker. That's it.
Steen on top. No!
Where is he getting this energy?
Generico again still has fight. He will not lay down and physically admit to his former best friend that Steen was right.
Kevin Steen could be one package pile driver away from putting Generico down for not only the 3 count, but for good and out of Ring of Honor. Ooh, sharpshooter coming up.
Generico trying to find out. This is a lethal maneuver, especially with a man with the power of Steen. Look out! Steen with a sit-out powerbomb. That'll be all no. Another kick out, and you can see the shock on the face of Kevin Steen. Steen did not believe that this El Generico still existed.
Steen can't allow these fans to distract him. Focus on the business at hand, putting out Generico once and for all.
And these chants are only sending Steen into a more unstable and imbalanced state of mind, as if he needed any help to begin with. Generico on his knees for a moment, but would not stay in that position, would not stay in a defensive position. He is begging his former best friend to hit him. Months ago, Generico wanted nothing to do with this. Now he's begging for more. And Steen mounts the offensive relentlessly. Meets Steen with a boot, with a counter by Mr. Wrestling. Keep in mind how well these two men know each other. It's evident here. The corner, the half Nelson suplex. But Steen is up. This is adrenaline. This is first-line wrestling. And hatred taking over, surpassing the body's normal physical limitations. Time. Who wants it more? Who has more hatred? Who has more remorse?
Well, Kevin Steen's the first one getting back to his feet. He's got more energy at this point in the matchup. And the big man can fly, and I think that's exactly what he's going to do to put Generico down.
He can fly. The results aren't always pretty. They won't be for El Generico. Steen gonna end this! Nobody home! Generico taking his spot for a change! Generico baiting Steen for a change! And the sharpshooter sends back Generico! Right with it! Ball with it! Will Steen tap away his dominance in this one-time friendship?
He's gotta get out of this hole! He's gotta get to the ropes!
Will Steen tap away the psychological advantage and control?
Inching his way toward the ropes.
Will Generico get his freedom here?
There, he's got him. He's got the ropes.
And there was that body mass of Kevin Steen that came into the advantage. Steen was able to pull Generico to the rope and break the hold.
Steen digging down for some energy himself. How much does Generico still have left, though?
Well, you can see the toll that's been taken on both these men, mind, body, and soul, but still fighting.
Package pile driver!
This could do it. Generico knows it. He counters it.
F. Nelson broken.
It's Generico, who's a step ahead momentarily. Mid-air adjusted by Steen. Perfect pile driver.
It is over.
Ungodly control. No!
What? Are you kidding me?
All that Kevin Steen thought was true. The reality he has built for himself concerning him and El Generico is slowly crumbling to the ground.
One more. Just give him one more.
And Paysack, remember the theme of this rivalry. Be careful who you stand up for. Right now, Generico standing up for himself in a big-time way.
Kevin Steen can't lose his train of thought here. Think of all the coaching that Steve Corino has given you over the past several months.
Well, Steen's already went against Steve Corino by accepting the match this early on the card. Steen is thrown off. He did not expect it to go this far. Steen's plans of destruction may be for naught unless he can hit the senton, but the knees of Generico.
He's got to get out of the way. No Yakuza kick. Oh!
Kick to the jaw. The neck snap back. Whiplash effect. Second time. And you've seen Generico try so many times.
No!
The brain buster. Would this be a brain buster?
I don't think he can get him up for it.
I believe Steen was biting the hand of Generico. And referee Todd Sinclair knocked down the breakers.
Oh!
What the hell was that?
That'll do the trick. The referee out of position, didn't see it.
Just used a wrench, I believe, from the ring crew, and he stalled it.
The referee didn't see it.
Here is your winner, Mr. Wrestling, Kevin Steen.
Well, back here tonight. El Generico fought for his life. Made this a more competitive match than Kevin Steen thought. Very hands, the palm of his hand. Generico finally had peace of mind. He had a reverse. He was absolved from his sins. He could move on. He exercised his demons. But that SOB Kevin Steen screwed El Generico professionally and personally. And Steen did not get the job done.
Kevin Steen got the job done. The referee didn't see what happened. That's all that matters.
He won the match. El Generico will be back. This will not be over, Dave Prazak. Generico, much like Steen, Generico is springboard as well. Sadistic eyes of Steen, sadistic face, and there you see him posting for the world title. You've seen him have altercations with Tyler Black in the past. We'll talk a lot more about the world title later tonight. It's going to be Tyler Black. It's going to be Davey Richards. One-on-one.
Toronto, Davey Richards or Tyler Black?
I'm gonna say Tyler Black.
I have to go with Davey. Davey's got killer instinct, you know, and I like his style.
If I start making predictions now, then if I pick Tyler, Davey's gonna be mad at me. If I pick Davey, Tyler's gonna be mad at me. And as an administrator, I'm trying to stay impartial.
El Generico's gonna die in Toronto. That's all you need to know.
Are you serious?
I'm just asking.
Davey Richards, and he's gonna prove why the American Wolves are the strongest force in all of professional wrestling.
Davey Richards. I'm gonna have to go with Davey, man. Tyler, I love you, but Davey, he's just rolling right now.
That's a tough call because they're both punks.
A-Double's prediction of the Tyler Black, Davey Richards ROH World title match. Well, I definitely see there being a winner. And that person will be the world champion. But yet that person will never fill the shoes of A-Double, the greatest two-time world champion of all time. But I'm sure it's going to be a great match.
This tag team match is set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Team number one, at a combined weight of 369 pounds, Cheech and Cloudy, up in smoke.
Back live here, certainly there is a big fight atmosphere in the air as we count down Tyler Black and Davey Richards. Later on in this pay-per-view broadcast here on Go Fight Live, all the wrestlers, all the personnel have an opinion. Tonight we'll find out who truly is the best in the world. In the ring right now, Cheech and Cloudy, up in smoke. Great young tag team that's impressed a lot on our Monday Night HDNet telecast, Dave.
And it's a big opportunity here on Internet Pay-Per-View for Up in Smoke. They have their hands full. Ha ha! They're not the only ones with their hands full later tonight.
Their opponents, at a combined weight of 438 pounds, the Pretty Bull Pitbull, Kenny King, and addicted to love, Rick Titus, they are the All-Night Express!
Kenny King and Red Titus want to eliminate all criticism of them being a joke, of them being a comedy act. They want to be taken completely seriously in between the ropes. And we've seen plenty of evidence to dictate why. But with Austin Aries as not just their running buddy, not just their leader, but as their official manager as well.
That's right. Putting the man back in manager, Austin Aries. The greatest player coach in wrestling history.
Well, Aries' track record speaks for itself. Only two-time world champion in Ring of Honor history. If anybody can lead Titus and King to the top, it is a double.
And also important to point out, Aries, not only a singles title holder in ROH, but the Tag Team Championship as well. He's great at tag team wrestling and the perfect coach for Titus and King. It's time to follow the code of honor. The handshakes do take place. Cheech and Cloudy. It's going to be Cloudy and Kenny King to start this one out.
And keep in mind, we do not have Austin Aries at ringside here in this contest. He's in the back preparing, maybe hiding somewhere, but preparing nonetheless for Delirious in this broadcast. There's a lot of dues to be paid from A-Double based on what he did to Delirious over the past couple of months. But right now it's Kenny King and Rhett Titus, Retski the Jet Ski, in control on Cloudy of Up in Smoke. Double whip center. Blind tag was made by Cheeks. Don't believe the All Night Express noticed it. We're going to figure it out now. Cloudy, double team. Real high risk. And down the double arm drag. By Cheeks, double dropping Up in Smoke, sets the All Night Express right to the outside.
Here they come!
Up in Smoke, going to be up in the air, but no. Titus the King a step ahead, but only for a moment as Cloudy elevated on the All Night Express.
They were trying to talk some strategy, but Cloudy had something else in mind and went soaring onto both Titus and King. They got to pull it together here.
Well, you got to think, arguably, this is the biggest match in the Ring of Honor careers, as we have barely a 2 count right there. Biggest match in the careers of Up in Smoke, worldwide internet pay-per-view. And again, you score a big-time win over established teams, you're going to have a lot more visibility on the Ring of Honor roster.
Well, Cheech and Cloudy have been in ROH off and on for several years, but they've never been better than they are here in 2010. They work so well as a unit, but the question is, has Aries prepared the All Night Express? Oh, near fall right there. Prepared the All Night Express even better than Up in Smoke has prepared for a matchup like this. An opportunity like here tonight in Toronto.
Up in Smoke hit what they call the puff pass a moment ago. Exchange made, however, to Kenny King.
Ooh.
Cloudy trying to battle free. Referee Paul Turner trying to assert his control.
Nice!
As the All Night Express double team the spine buster into the lateral press for 2.
The atomic drop followed by the spine buster. They work so well together, and that was a great headbutt right there from the pretty boy Pitbull himself. And there's the tag. The thrust is a must, Joe Dombrowski.
I've heard that rumor.
It's true.
We saw King and Titus steal a win over the Briscoes.
Steal
24 hours ago, thanks to the help of Austin Aries. I guess we got to touch on the hot rumor. Well, it's not a rumor. There's some customs issues with the Briscoes.
Well, that is true. They've made it into Canada, but they haven't been able to get through immigration to make it to the building as of yet. But what I've heard is that they should be here at some point this evening.
Officials are on the phone right now trying to rectify and expedite the situation. We've been told.
Why are you not talking about me right now?
We've been told, to the best of our knowledge, that the Briscoes will be here within this broadcast. We'll update you as we know more. But right now it's Cloudy trying to revert control back to Up in Smoke.
Preventing the tag from being made, just in case Cloudy could have inched his way to Cheech on the apron. Kenny King knocking Cheech to the floor, and they're cutting the ring in half. Essential to tag team wrestling.
Very smart move by Kenny King, arguably the best pure athlete in Ring of Honor today. And Kenny King, that may not have been a great example, but rebounds with a leg drop.
That's right. Do-overs do count. He still dropped that leg and did the damage. It is still.
I'll tell you, what about how Kenny King stepped up and proved himself in a Ring of Honor World title match against Tyler Black a couple of months ago?
Yeah, it was in Dayton, Ohio, available on DVD at ROHWrestling.com. He came very, very close from unseating Tyler Black as the champion, and tonight, in my opinion, Davey Richards is leaving Toronto with that belt around his waist.
There's Pick Your Poison available now on ROHWrestling.com.
Kenny King in the driver's seat once again. Royal flush, no! He lands on his feet.
And the tag is made to Cheech. The Royal flush could have been it, but Cloudy made a timely tag to bring in his partner. Cloudy charged in with the elbow, and this may be an incident where having Austin Aries at ringside guiding may help the All Night Express, but they don't have it right now.
They've learned from Austin Aries for months on end. They don't necessarily need him in their corner.
Cheech keeps the pace quick. Face wash drop kick. Cloudy follows with a knee. And Cheech completes the combo. Career-making win. Grumpet smoke near fall.
Don't jump the gun. Only two. Kenny King got that shoulder up.
Well, again, Up and Smoke are stepping it up tonight with a worldwide audience. Cheech staying the aggressor, staying on the offensive. Fisherman suplex, locks the fingers. Ref Titus with a save at the last minute.
Just dove in to break up that pin attempt, and now sent to the floor by Cloudy.
That leaves Cheech and Kenny King center of the ring. And now King
setting up for one of their partly Cloudy with a chance of Cheech. A chance of getting tripped.
Oh, Ref Titus, instrumental.
He had his eyes on the action.
And that distraction caused King to rebound on Cheech.
And now some teamwork from the All Night Express.
At least for a 5 count it will be.
Nice. Beautiful drop kick.
Combo of their own. Could this be enough? No.
Very, very close. A great combination of kicks from both Titus and King. Aries has done such a great job.
Well, keep in mind, Aries' goal with the team is to make them the greatest team that's ever lived. So far, he seems to be doing a great job. A gyrating powerbomb coming up. They went for a double team, but Cloudy gets involved.
Grabbing the leg.
An eye for an eye from Up and Smoke.
This could be it right here if they can hit it.
For the second time. The overhead neck breaker. The cover. Now here it comes.
Unbelievable. How did he kick out? That maneuver has put away teams in the past here in ROH competition.
And that shocked the All Night Express. But how will they rebound? How will they think on their feet and adapt without a double by their side?
Well, they're adapting right now. They just had to talk a bit of strategy and get Kenny King legally into the ring. Let's see what he's got in mind right here for Cheech, but elbows.
He could have been going for that coronation, but a counter. Another timely tag by Up and Smoke. Very wisely done thus far. Into the double team. King got spiked. Too close to the ropes, however. That may have cost him. An extra few seconds to pull King to the center of the ring may have cost Cheech and Cloudy a victory.
Here comes Titus.
Inning 10, Titus got hit from both sides.
They went for it earlier, and Titus was able to trip up Cloudy.
Partly Cloudy, chance of Cheech.
Able to hit it this time.
They've got this. Biggest win of their careers coming up.
There's Kenny King.
No.
Double knees in the corner.
King counted the tidal wave.
Just in time.
Just in time to save this match. To save a browbeating from Austin Aries.
Catches Cloudy. Nice.
And now time for what they call a one-night stand by the All Night Express.
Beautiful.
Here are your winners, the All Night Express.
Decisive victory by Kenny King and Ref Titus. Cheech and Cloudy gave it their all. A game performance here tonight, but they take good news back to a double. It's a victory in tag team competition. Dave Prazak. Sky could be the limit for the All Night Express. All the long-standing established teams in Ring of Honor better watch out. King and Titus, more serious than ever, and that's saying a lot.
For those of you that don't know, or for those of you that are just slow, which is this whole section right here, what you just saw was a small piece, baby, a small piece of what's to come. The rebirth of the pretty boy Pitbull and Addicted to Love, the All Night Express. Now, what we've been doing, we've been getting focused. We've been getting focused mind, we've been getting focused body. But the one piece that was always missing, well, guess what? We got it. We are now under the extreme management of the greatest man, a juror, that I've ever lived. And after this, I don't know, Red, I guess we'll be the world's greatest tag team.
Well, brother, and ladies, it's time for the two-time Ring of Honor World Champion, A-Double himself, the greatest manager that ever lived, Austin Aries!
Well, the master of the thrust and cool Dr. Money himself, Titus and King, bring out their mentor, their advisor, and the man who claims to now be the greatest manager that ever lived, A-Double, looking stylish as always, Austin Aries.
Following in the footsteps of great minds like the Doctor of Style Slick, like Bobby the Brain Heenan, yeah, like Jim Cornette. Austin Aries, a great player, coach, a great motivator, perhaps the greatest man who ever lived, and now the greatest manager that ever stepped foot in a wrestling ring. How about that jacket?
Well, he won't have that same amount of style and swagger in a few minutes when he meets a fate he's been avoiding for about 2 or 3 months now.
Hey, Go Fight Live, do we have the Digi75 SX ready for Austin? What? We don't? Damn it.
Whoa. Ladies and gentlemen, at this moment, with this mic in my hand, every penny you paid to be here and every penny you paid to watch this live on my pay-per-view is officially worth it. I got it all night. Delirious, I admitted that I crossed the line. And I tried to take the high road. I tried to apologize to you. I even tried to apologize to that bony little slut, Daisy Hayes. But you wouldn't have it. You insisted. You insisted on revenge. You insisted on getting your hands on me. Well, you see, there's a saying, be careful what you wish for, because you just might get it. And right now, Delirious, oh boy, are you gonna get it? I'm gonna teach you a lesson that I will eliminate anybody in my way at all costs. So Delirious, come pay the piper!
Well, this is a stark contrast to the Austin Aries we've seen over the past 2 months. And I think that may be directly related to the fact that Aries is not alone. He's got 2 buddies with him, which I don't believe he is supposed to.
Oh! Red Poison Delirious making his way out here. We've only really seen him don the red during his most heated battles, his most heated rivalries in professional wrestling, and it has come to this. Red Poison Delirious at Death Before Dishonor 8.
When you try to end a man's livelihood, try to put them in the hospital for a number of months, if not end their career, by kicking them directly in the throat, by jumping off the top rope, driving all your weight to their throat, sandwiching it between yourself and the guardrail.
It's called a double X handle.
Physically assaulting Daisy Hayes, who was just trying to defend Delirious. You cross a line. And it's not about mind games. It's not about Delirious in his normal environment. It's This is about a man hell-bent on revenge.
Yeah, like Aries said, he tried to apologize.
With what, a box of Twinkies?
Get out. It's a golden snack cake. What?
And there you have it, that's right.
He's ejecting them from ringside. This is unnecessary. They haven't done anything wrong.
Well, the decision was made some time ago on ROHWrestling.com that King and Titus are barred from ringside during this matchup. It's only fair. We've seen Delirious have Jerry Lynn watch his back. Jerry Lynn not in attendance here tonight either. It's finally one-on-one, whether Aries likes it or not.
Maybe they should apply for manager's licenses like Austin Aries did.
You know, it used to be illegal to have a manager's license and a wrestler's license at the same time because no good can come out of it.
We'll see a lot of good coming out of it. Look at the intense stare down between Delirious and A-Double in the center of the ring. It's time for Aries to take care of some business.
Aries has said that he's proud of himself for what he was able to accomplish. Delirious suffered a tracheal laceration as a result of Austin Aries. We did not hear Delirious speak for many, many weeks. We finally saw him utter a few words. ROH Wrestling missed.
Just blinding Aries. The green mist from Delirious.
And who knows what's in that stuff? It's a chemical imbalance of another sort, as Delirious takes it to all-out warfare on Austin Aries, who is blinded. And Aries may be green with envy here at Titus and King for being able to get out of this situation. Delirious is focused on retribution and choking the life out of Aries. Aries may have a tracheal injury.
I'll tell you what, that miss certainly isn't legal. I want to talk about Austin Aries taking advantage of a situation, trying to injure the man. He could have blinded Aries with that miss.
And Aries doesn't deserve it.
No, absolutely not.
Cobra clutch. You gotta believe Aries hurt Delirious deliberately. There's no two ways about it.
That's your opinion.
Well, why else would he continue the assault after the match?
Well, clearly, Delirious trying to injure Aries intentionally with that mist, but Aries still fighting through the blocked vision as a result of the mist right into his eyes.
You put your hands on Daisy Hayes, you try to end Delirious' career, and then you avoid the situation, you take credit for it, you take pride in it, you try to bribe your way out of it. This is what you get. This is comeuppance.
Aries still trying to regain his bearings here. He can't even see. That's the referee. He can't see it, and it's the referee that he's doing.
Don't do that. Don't do that. I know. Well, Delirious doesn't want the referee taken out. Delirious wants the law in play because he knows Titus and King are watching nearby.
Well, you know what? Even if the referee ate a brainbuster right there, it would have been Delirious' fault for blinding the man. But Aries trying to get some distance between himself and this crazed madman, Delirious.
Not sure where he's going with it, but it's not going to end well.
Fights his way off the shoulders.
Blocked it. And sent Delirious back first to the guardrail.
He finally grabbed hold. He grabbed hold of Delirious and was able to send him into the steel, and now getting some water to wash the mist out of his eyes. And now Aries can see a little bit more, and he is all over Delirious on the floor.
Official count, and keep in mind, strict 20 count enforced here in Ring of Honor, and now Aries has taken full advantage of the situation. Aries now back in his game, back in his element, controlling the pace.
They have to listen to referee Paul Turner up to a count of 14. They've got 20 seconds on the floor. Dropped him throat first across the steel barricade, trying to re-injure that throat.
That's the very position that did a lot of the damage a couple of months ago.
Here he comes!
Oh no. The axe handle again. Delirious will be on the shout row. Delirious sidesteps and Aries eats the steel.
chest. Head over heels into the barricade goes Austin Aries.
Delirious just looking for whatever he can find for a weapon, and also make note of the fact that Daisy Hayes nowhere to be found. Clearly Delirious did not want her in harm's way here tonight. He knew what this match would turn into. Aries sent back in. Delirious once again is in his element.
Needs to move out of the way or hit the ropes. That'll do the trick. Took away the balance of Delirious.
Delirious has spent weeks waiting for this. Keep in mind the tag team matchup. I believe it was at Civil Warfare, where Aries kept avoiding Delirious through the entire match. Supercard of Honor. Aries tried to avoid the entire match.
That did a whole lot of damage to his neck right there. Not only snapping it on the rope, but on the way down, he hit neck first on the steel barricade.
It was the back of the neck, but still, same area of the body. And Aries drives all his weight down on top of Delirious, and the southpaw now, peppering Delirious with left hands. And Aries, looking to soften Delirious up on the outside. He knows that's not a comfort zone for Delirious. After what's happened, Aries may be looking for a repeat performance of the injury he inflicted.
Using his own mask, the tassels, to choke the man out.
Keep in mind, that entire throat area of Delirious has still got to be very tender, very sensitive.
So what? There's an injured body part, you focus on it. That's how you get the victory.
My point being, anything Aries does to it is got to hurt that much more. It's magnified compared to if it was a normal match. Delirious has a figurative bullseye on his throat, really, and that's what he needs to look out for and be defensive about in this match. I hope Delirious has not come back for revenge too soon.
Just measuring him and came charging with that knee. Again, right toward that throat region to do maximum damage. You gotta hand it to Austin Aries, able to wash that mist out of his eyes, able to regain his bearings, be able to see his opponent and get the upper hand in this match.
Aries taking 4 and change on that choke, manipulating and exploiting that maneuver to its highest degree.
Hot shots.
Not sure how much of the throat he caught, but either way, the damage has been done throughout.
Yeah, even if he didn't do more damage to the throat necessarily, the hot shot still took the wind out of Delirious.
Well, keep in mind, the longer this matchup goes, the harder it's going to be for Delirious to breathe. Anytime oxygen passes through that windpipe, that trachea, it's got to hurt.
And a perfect hold right here with this head scissors, making it more difficult to breathe.
Get off the mask! Get off me!
Aries bridging up to contort that neck even further. Great positioning by Aries, not just a standard head scissors, but actually manipulates his own body weight to ride Delirious and put that much more pressure on the neck and throat.
Aries continuing the assault despite the chants from these fans here in Toronto.
And this is why Aries is so dangerous. When he needs to mean business, when he needs to be focused, he is. He's got the stake behind the sizzle. He's got the substance behind the style.
That's why he's held so many championships here in Ring of Honor.
But a momentary distraction leads to a Delirious opening potentially.
Oh, could we see a super brainbuster?
Delirious is biting Aries in the midsection.
Not legal. Get in there, ref.
He's got a 5 count, much like Aries so expertly stated moments ago. Could be attempt number 2 for the brainbuster, and that's going to jar the neck as well.
Trying to get it. Headbutt.
Delirious.
Got to watch out for shadows over hell here.
It's
Or that
exactly
leaping lariat.
No.
It's a big leapfrog.
Aries is a step ahead, but the headbutt of Delirious connects, and you see the impact. Delirious even hurt himself.
Going for that Cobra. Cobra suplex.
Beautiful form arm. Perfect execution. A double is down. Delirious has a chance to turn the momentum once again.
Aries needs to pull himself back to his feet right now.
Delirious needs to block out the pain on a potential panic attack counter.
A running lariat right to the throat of Delirious. Turned him inside out and did even more damage to that body part.
That was no accident. Pinpoint precision and systematic dissection by a double Austin Aries.
Showing his skill as a professional wrestler. And now, maybe time to finish him off, but no! Delirious all over him. Close fists.
A second burst of adrenaline by the man from the edge of sanity. And Paul Turner is trying to control Delirious. He doesn't want to disqualify him.
Come on!
He may have no choice when it's all said and done.
Another warning from Turner.
It goes back to the eye for an eye mentality. Delirious wants Aries to feel Delirious's pain.
He might get himself disqualified in the process, though. And is that mask loaded? I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised.
More about loaded objects later tonight, but Delirious, he may not care about a disqualification. I don't think Aries cared about a win or a loss when he kicked Delirious in the throat.
He wants the victory here tonight.
Well, he certainly does.
He's got the ropes. Come on, ref.
Need a break. Delirious gives no time for Aries to regroup. Face first, the senton.
He's doing damage to the back of Aries here. Repeated sentons.
Delirious, a man possessed. And it's so great to hear the vocality out of Delirious, to hear him grunting and groaning and reacting, unlike the silent self he's been for so long.
Face first. Cobra. But Aries is getting back to his feet here.
That takes away some of the pressure, some of the torque.
He's got to fight his way out of this.
He's got to break the grasp. He does it beautifully.
Yeah, used momentum to send Delirious through the ropes and all the way out to the floor.
Delirious' own momentum worked against him there.
Big opening here for Aries.
Time. Heat-seeking missile!
He moved out of the way!
Off target was the heat-seeking missile. Delirious moved out of the crosshairs, and Aries crashed and burned.
But I don't think Delirious can follow up. Referee back inside the ring and administering a double count now. Delirious back to his feet.
And a bit of karma here as the ringside guardrails inflict a huge amount of damage to Aries this time.
Pulling Aries back up, trying to bring it inside the ring.
Aries is dead weight right now. He may have been knocked out. I'm not sure if he collided head first with that guardrail or not, but there's no way to land that feels good. There's no way to protect yourself at that velocity.
He's done some damage to the back of Aries thus far. Shadows over Hell coming up.
Wait a second.
No!
They are banned from ringside.
That's right.
Damn it to hell.
They're watching out for their man, their mentor, Austin Aries, doing what is necessary.
That's got to be a fine.
That's helping out their mentor. It's exactly what Titus and King needed to do.
Oh no, people! No!
That is unnecessary.
No! Does he know? Does he care?
Pull him up. Right, pull him. Oh! That's a fine. Come on.
A kick to the jet ski, and it was deserved. Watch out! A double move, but K-double got it in his absence. Delirious doesn't care if there's 1 or 3 or 300. He wants retribution.
The winner of this match as a result of a disqualification, Delirious!
But the point is, Red Titus and Kenny King saved Austin Aries back from further damage. Delirious wasn't able to hit Shadows over Hell.
Once again, Austin Aries finds a way out of facing this situation one-on-one. No amount of talking or Twinkies or tag teams can stop you from facing the inevitable, Mr. Aries. Delirious is coming, and he will not stop until he achieves retribution in the most physical of means.
Tyler Black versus Davey Richards. What do you think's gonna happen?
I would love to see Davey Richards win that belt. He really is one of the best wrestlers in the world today.
Tyler, no doubt.
Who you got? Davey Richards!
Tyler Black. Tyler Black. Tyler Black.
Davey Richards, of course. He's the best in the world.
Tyler Black, definitely. All the way.
Full-weight contest is a Toronto gauntlet match. And the winner of this match will receive a future shot at the Ring of Honor World title.
Well, I'll tell you what, this is a very important matchup.
Oh, yeah.
You have a chance to bypass pick 6, get a Ring of Honor.
Participant number 1, from Windsor, Ontario, Canada, weighing 218 pounds, Tyson Dukes.
This is the second annual Toronto Gauntlet matchup. Last year, the winner of the Gauntlet, none other than Davey Richards, and look where he is tonight.
Exactly.
This can be a springboard to the world title, the main event, and all the spotlight on you.
A big opportunity for Tyson Dukes. Local favorite here in Toronto.
Textbook Tyson Dukes, over a decade pro, trained by some of the best. Scott DeMore, Terry Taylor, Joe Legend. Tonight he brings that expertise into the gauntlet.
Participant number 2, being accompanied by Shane Hagedorn from Boston, Massachusetts, weighing 214 pounds. He is the Ring of Honor World Television Champion, representing the American Wolves, Eddie Edwards.
Well, you can list the training background and the accomplishments of Tyson Dukes all you want. He doesn't have a championship belt in ROH, not yet anyway. That man, Eddie Edwards, the first ever and reigning Ring of Honor World Television Champion, former World Tag Team Champion. This man has done just about everything short of holding a world title here in ROH.
And Edwards is the master of the 10-minute hunt. If you can survive 10 minutes with Eddie Edwards, not even necessarily beat him, but survive 10 minutes, you will receive a future World Television Championship opportunity. That's not the story here now, though. The story is Edwards and Tyson Dukes. What about last night when the 10-minute hunt was in effect with these two men?
Who came out the winner? It was Eddie Edwards. Tyson Dukes was not able to pull out that victory.
But Edwards had to stoop to his feet on the ropes to get the job done.
Were you there? Did you see that? Did you see feet on the ropes?
I have sources.
I heard he did it clean in the middle of the ring. Eddie Edwards is a stand-up individual. I mean, he's got the guidance of Shane Hagedorn in the corner.
Well, certainly that helps.
One of the most underrated managerial minds in pro wrestling today.
Well, we've seen the success. World Television Champion, World Tag Team Champions. By the end of tonight, you can have all the belts.
That would be quite the accomplishment. Something that not even Prince Nana has been able to accomplish.
6 men entered into this gauntlet matchup. We don't know who's coming when, but we know the last man standing has a Ring of Honor World title opportunity in his future, and all of these men can lay claim to an individual reason why they want that championship.
And it's good to see it's becoming a bit of a Toronto tradition, a Canadian tradition, to hold this gauntlet and determine just who is most worthy of getting a future championship opportunity. Of course, that first one took place before the Pick 6 was instituted by ROH executive producer Jim Cornette.
Edwards to the vertical base. And in control of textbook Tyson Dukes, who's put on a lot of upper body mass over the past several years and is really in the best shape of his career. You can see how seriously he takes this opportunity as he chops the knee of Edwards to take away the vertical base.
You know, we've seen a little bit of Tyson Dukes here and there in ROH over the past year and a half or so, looking for that big victory to really put himself on the map in ROH competition. Yeah, he's done great things elsewhere. He's got to get the job done inside this ring. And he's in there with one of the best tonight in Eddie Edwards.
Pace quickens, and it's Edwards and Dukes at a stalemate. And my sources have been looking for word on the Briscoe brothers situation at Customs and Immigration. We have no updates. We know they are not in the building right now. We are still being told Ring of Honor doing everything in their power to get them here. We'll address that situation further as that matchup.
Some things are out of the company's hands, maybe immigration.
We're doing everything in our power. We'll address that as the time comes in the format for the match. But right now, let's enjoy this gauntlet, and let's see who's the next top contender for the winner of Black versus Richards.
We're going to get Greco-Roman here in Toronto. No, boot to the midsection. Eddie Edwards smarter than Tyson Dukes. He might not be as powerful as he is at this point in time, but he has the advantage.
What if Eddie Edwards wins this gauntlet and Davey Richards wins the Ring of Honor World title?
That would be tremendous. I mean, we saw that in the finals of the television title tournament on HDNet. A tremendous match between Richards and Edwards, partners. I'd love to see it for the World Championship.
And that's another case where your boy Shane Hagedorn can't lose.
Exactly. He's a genius, I'm telling you.
Well, Tyson Dukes hoping to not lose here tonight, but he's against one of the best. Edwards went toe-to-toe with the one and only fallen angel Christopher Daniels back at Supercard of Honor 5 in New York City. Edwards at the top of his game, and Edwards wants to prove that television title, not a secondary championship by any means. He's on par with any other champion in this business.
Well, you know, I like the 10-minute hunt. Anybody can step up to the plate and try to defeat Eddie Edwards or last 10 minutes and prove that they're worthy of a shot at the television championship. It's a great way to find out just who deserves a chance. And right now, standing switch, just jockeying for position here.
Ooh! Tyson Dukes boxing the ears. That'll mess up your equilibrium. You see Edwards has trouble standing right now.
Oh, straight. Oh.
Arms trapped. Overhead German release. No way for Edwards to try to protect himself. That was all impact. Nicely done by textbook Tyson Dukes.
Let's see if he can follow up, though. A little bit of hesitation on a Tyson Dukes. And that was all that Eddie Edwards needed. It gave him a few extra seconds to pull it together.
And a steaming big collision.
That's why he's got that belt around his waist.
They may have landed on the steel, if not the concrete. There's no way to win. But keep in mind,
the double count administered by Sinclair. I mean, we could have a double count out right now, and we just get the next two men in the gauntlet in the ring.
But keep in mind, whoever survives this matchup has to have the mentality of 4 other opponents. How much will these men have left?
Yeah, obviously Tyson Dukes and Eddie Edwards at a huge disadvantage compared to like the last entrant in the gauntlet. They're gonna have to last. And I think Eddie Edwards, he's got the conditioning and the skills to last and win this thing, despite being the second man out here.
Edwards, top turnbuckle, went to fly.
But he rolled through.
Into the Achilles lock.
Yeah.
The Achilles lock. Edwards needs to sit back. He needs to bear down, low to the ground. Dukes has space, and that allowed him to get to the ropes. Edwards did not have the leverage to drive down like he likes to, and that's what saved Tyson Dukes.
And I don't know if our cameras have picked it up as of yet, but the back of Tyson Dukes lacerated as a result of that steel barricade out on the floor.
Keep in mind, Edwards making a habit of embarrassing hometown favorites in this part of the country. Last time Edwards was in Canada, a strong victory over Maple Leaf muscle Petey Williams. You can see the torque from the neck. Tyson has a very thick neck, and that may be the only thing saving him right now. And there's nothing to defend yourself from that, digging away at the face.
Just adding a little insult to injury, and look at the confidence on the face of Eddie Edwards.
That's determination. After cheating to beat Dukes in the 10-minute hunt, what's going to happen if Edwards loses to Dukes here tonight.
He's not going to lose to Dukes here tonight. They go back and forth, though, and headbutt. There's a reason why he's got the TV title. There's a reason why they were such great tag team champions, the American Wolves.
Dukes gets the foot up as a sign of life.
But so does Edwards. Twice.
Only temporary, however. Dukes has to mount something long term. Triangle back suplex, nicely done. But Edwards, smart championship instincts, immediately climbs off of his back.
Exactly. Can't be pinned that way. Ooh.
Huge collision with a shoulder tackle. Almost did it.
But Edwards with that shoulder up.
Hagler would have a conniption fit on the outside.
He's encouraging his man. Reversal of the whip here.
Hagler almost got involved.
He didn't get involved.
Almost got his guy in the ball line. Standing gourd buster. Into an impact DDT. That'll do it to him, though.
Got the shoulder up at 2.5.
As you see once again the blood strewn about the body of Tyson Dukes as he signals for the Death Valley driver.
I've been handed another note, another update. Still no Briscoes.
Well, I hope they could be here.
We'll keep you guys updated.
Oh,
huge lariat!
Tyson Dukes may not be here for long. Near fall. Now, I want to see the Briscoes confront the Kings after how personal they made it last Monday night. But we'll cross that bridge.
Great.
We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. A reprehensible moment by Chris Hero and Claudio. But right now, it's all about Eddie Edwards in control of Tyson Dukes.
He's got to go back to that Achilles lock somehow. A big maneuver off the ropes, possibly, and then cinch that hold in and force Dukes to tap out.
High risk from Edwards.
Edwards back on his feet.
Oh, huge kick.
With precision.
And you got to believe this portion of the matchup itself is going close to the 10-minute mark. That can't make Edwards happy in the back of his mind.
Well, this isn't a 10-minute hunt match. It
It's
doesn't
not.
matter. It doesn't matter.
But that's major bragging rights if he can still last. Beautiful sunset bomb. Dukes is feeling it.
Ooh!
Huge clothesline. The cover. Look at the leg. No.
Got that shoulder up once again. Eddie Edwards still with some fight in him.
But Tyson Dukes a half a count away from pinning the World Television Champion.
Dukes calling for that DVD. Edwards needs to work his way off the shoulders here. He does.
Look out. Big time collision.
Big time kick to the back of the head. Backpack time.
A chin breaker, jaw breaker, whatever you want to call it. Dukes sensed it coming.
Up to the second. Yeah.
Elevated lung blower from the second.
Right into the Achilles. Oh, beautiful. That is tremendous.
Achilles lock.
He's got this.
Dukes is trying to crawl again to get to the rope.
He's a long way from those ropes.
He's got less leverage than he did, but he's still able to crawl. And for the second time, no. Edwards pulls back. It's a KO. Dukes has it.
What?
He did it.
No!
He pinned the champion.
Eddie Edwards has been eliminated.
That was a fast count.
Representing Embassy, Sean DeBurry.
Oh, going right to work on that leg.
No rest. That's the leg that was damaged from the Achilles lock. And Prince Nana leads in Sean DeBurry as the Embassy now has time to shine in this gauntlet. And the Embassy has been making major headlines, not just with the acquisition of DeBurry, but Necro Butcher is the new crown jewel.
Oh, that's right. He needed some money to provide for his family, and who has more money and more riches than Prince Nana?
Necro claimed Nana was the only man that called him. Is Necro doing it for his family? Is he doing it for greed? I don't know. We saw Necro absolutely decimate a young kid, Bobby Beverly, on HD Net. Certainly Nana's in his head. Nana has control, and Nana is sending Necro Butcher covering the ring against the likes of Rashi Brown, who's still a thorn in the Embassy's side. And there goes Daivari.
Sent to the floor. It was great strategy by the Embassy to go right after Dukes' leg that was already softened up by Eddie Edwards, and now with the referee.
Wait a second, look at Nana.
Yeah. The referee has his back turned and repeatedly driving that knee into the ring post.
The referee's counting Daivari, but Nana and Mr. Ernesto, or Osiris.
That's right.
Getting in the cheap shots.
You call it cheap shots, I call it teamwork. Playing that numbers game, it's what the Embassy is so great at.
Well, keep in mind why Daivari joined up with the Embassy as he wrenches the knee further. Knee DT. He said he wouldn't be bossed around by any network, any producer, any executive, any official.
He ain't no Sheik, man.
Daivari's been kicked off of network television. He's voluntarily left every other national promotion in this hemisphere. Daivari is his own man, and the only man that can harness that is Prince Nana.
That's right.
And shoulders almost down.
Look at that, yeah, the pain of the figure four leg lock here, forcing the shoulders of Dukes against the canvas. Twice now.
Blinding pain.
Just doing damage, taking advantage of that knee injury.
I would love to know the business relationship with Nana and Daivari. Would love to know the relationship between Nana and Necro Butcher, which shocked the hell out of me.
Well, we know that the Necro Butcher needs money. He's been complaining about it forever. I need to provide for my baby and my wife.
Is he being forced to do it? We don't know. Todd Sinclair has to break the hold, but Necro has said that thank God Nana is such a nice and understanding man.
He is. He's an upstanding individual.
I don't know about all that.
And I think we all know why Sean Daivari is a part of the Embassy. It's because he's seen what Nana has done for many men's careers here in ROH over the years.
Well,
he's a great leader.
Sean Daivari wasn't upstanding himself a moment ago as he was sent to the outside.
Well, now he's going to the top.
But Dukes on one leg is still fighting. Imagine if Dukes could be the Iron Man here and survive 5 of Ring of Honor's finest in one night.
Superplex, both men all the way to the top.
Huge impact.
But look, clutching his knee after delivering the maneuver, can't follow up immediately. Can't go for a cover after executing the superplex. This is giving Daivari a lot of time to shake off the effects.
Todd Sinclair with the obligatory 10 count. Dukes, it's taking everything just for him to stand up at this point. And Daivari picking a spot. With the Enzuigiri to the external occipital over tuberance. Back suplex. Lariat. Great combo. Is it enough? No.
Nope, you gotta hook the leg, man. Only 2. Daivari with enough to kick out. You know, easier said than done as far as Tyson Dukes being an Iron Man and lasting through this gauntlet.
Oh, went for that fireman's carry, but the knee gave out. He couldn't support the weight of Sean Daivari.
Oh, DVD!
Got it the second time. Caught Daivari off balance. Positioned the weight correctly. And a near fall.
Shoulder up. 2.5.
Dukes a heartbeat away from beating the Wolves in the Embassy in one night. That's unheard of.
Going back to work on the knee. Great strategy.
Chopping Dukes down. Tyson still fighting.
Neckbreaker.
Nicely done. Could this do it? Nana with the foot of Daivari on the rope.
Daivari gets his foot across the bottom rope. Good officiating by Todd Sinclair.
You can see that coming from a mile away. And Nana and Daivari right on top of us here.
Hey, there's no reason to put your hands on Nana.
There's every reason. Nana interjected himself, and there he goes.
That should be a disqualification.
No, Nana with a foot.
He couldn't support the weight.
With a foot. Nana held the good leg.
He couldn't support the weight of his opponent on the suplex because of the bad knee.
Nana held the good leg didn't have enough strength in the bad leg to kick out.
Participant number 4, Boom Cabana.
And now another rematch from the night ago in Buffalo. Oh, no, it's not with the involvement again. And Daivari able to jumpstart this matchup.
That's what having your friends to offer a helping hand when necessary comes into play.
Colt Cabana had to overcome Prince Nana, overcome Mr. Ernesto last night to defeat Sean Daivari with the Billy Goat's curse. And he's going for it again.
No!
Could it be 2 for 2?
He's got to work at 1.
By submission, Sean Daivari has been eliminated.
What happened?
Nana's going nuts.
Participant number 5 at 329 pounds, Steve Carino.
Steve Carino.
And you want to talk about bad blood? Not Carino and Bobby Cruz. Carino and Cabana. Prazak, who can forget with Generico and Steen, that Chicago street fight.
One of the most violent matches in Ring of Honor history.
That's Bitter Friends, Stiffer Enemies 2 on ROHWrestling.com on DVD. And the fight resumed now. Carino, we've seen him put it best. Colt Cabana is on a list of people he does not like, to say the least. That will not deter Cabana with the jabs, center of the ring, rapid fire, little flip up and fire, baby.
Well, the reason Colt Cabana is on the list is because he didn't watch out for who he stood up for. He stood up for El Generico, and that's what put him on the list, cemented a spot on the list, right along with that Phil Brooks guy. Oh, knee right to the midsection. Exactly.
I'll tell you what, Colt Cabana found himself in the middle of Kevin Steen and El Generico. Too many once called close friends. There's no easy route there. There's no winner there. Cabana did what he thought was right, much like he's doing now. The Billy Goat's curse again.
Get the ropes. He's got to get to the ropes right here. He can't let the same thing happen to him that just happened to Daivari. There we go.
Carino, the ring veteran.
Out to the floor, buy himself some time.
Not gonna work. Cabana launches himself. Much like we saw with Generico coming after Steen on a smaller scale, Cabana wants to do the same to Carino. Cabana puts a lot of blame on Carino for being the rift between Steen and Generico and getting inside Kevin Steen's head.
Steve Carino has been a great influence on the career of Kevin Steen. Finally talked some sense into him to kick that partner to the curb. The tag team had run its course. It's time for Steen to become a true singles superstar in pro wrestling, and he's on the road to doing just that with the guidance of Steve Carino.
Carino hits hard with a thud and crawling to potential salvation now, but Cabana is undeterred.
He's getting some distance between himself and Cabana. He's pulling it together.
He needs about a province or two of distance if he wants to be safe from Boom Boom Colt Cabana. Whoa. What did Carino just do?
Carino, he's worked his way to his feet.
No. He just reached in his trunks. That's a fork. That's a fork. But the opening caused Carino to get the low blow. 2-0. Carino with that eternal dream on Colt Cabana, but was not enough here tonight.
All he needed was that one opportunity as the referee was getting the fork out of the ring to seize the advantage on Colt Cabana. And look at Sinclair trying to tell Steve Carino how to wrestle. Who's legend? It's Steve Carino.
Well, a legend, the legend remains to be seen. Colt Cabana has something to say about that.
Carino just pounding away on the back.
I think Cabana wants to beat Carino here as a way to make up for the heartless and vile way Kevin Steen stole the match in El Generico with that wrench or whatever it was.
I saw no wrench.
After promising the total destruction and annihilation of El Generico in the funeral with the casket, he had to take a cheap shot just to survive himself. That's the measure of the man known as Kevin Steen.
Taking away the vision, the great equalizer. I'm wearing black just like Carino was earlier tonight. I was prepared.
The funeral of Generico. How well did that go, by the way? Generico didn't look lifeless, I'll tell you that. He showed more life than I've seen since I got here. We have digging right at the eyes. Those eyes water up, you can't see. You can swell the eyes shut, you can do a lot of damage. Carino has Cabana where he wants him.
Okay, he's going for that CB4 driver. Big clothesline.
And off comes the elbow pad.
Eternal dream, but no, roll up.
Cabana, got it!
Steve Carino has been eliminated.
One Carino mistake led to his downfall. And we're down, Dave, to our final two.
The final participant, Roderick Strong.
And Roderick Strong
That's
takes
it.
the spot. Strong did it? No. I noticed at ringside with Roderick Strong, Truth Martini with the Book of Truth. Strong claims he's finally found someone to tell him the truth.
Well, never mind truth. Look at the stare down between Roderick Strong and Carino.
Well, Strong doesn't trust anybody. He thinks this entire company's been out to screw him. He thinks the
He
thinks the Supercard of Honor decision should have been overturned due to 3 referees being involved.
The only man to be straight with Roderick Strong as of late, to really tell him the truth, is his new guiding force, his guiding light, if you will, Truth Martini in the corner.
And keep in mind, Dave Prazak, the statistic is staggering, but it's true. In his career, in world title matches in Ring of Honor, Roderick Strong is now 0-15.
Oh, come on.
A fact that's got to be eating inside.
Why do you got to bring that up? I mean, there are a lot of people that never achieve the World Championship. It doesn't mean that one day you might not have that right edge to become the World Champion. And I think the Truth Martini could be the man to guide Roderick Strong to the World title.
Well, Strong's blaming everybody but himself.
Guess what? Cabana's never held the World title either. He's had a lot of opportunities. Are you gonna list his record too? Come on.
Roderick Strong is the one that's centering his life around this thing. And
everybody wants to be the world champion. And it's drop kicks like that, along with the guidance of Truth Martini, that could just do the trick for Roderick in the future.
Roderick Strong's obsessed. He's consumed. Former friends like Tyler Black won't even speak to him. Cover here.
Who'd want to speak with Tyler Black? I mean, have you tried to talk to the guy, really?
What about Roderick Strong refusing to give Davey Richards 5 more minutes several weeks ago? This is not the same Roderick Strong we've seen.
You mean when the time limit ran out, he was done wrestling for the evening?
But when has Roderick Strong ever backed out from a fight before?
Look, he was biding his time, waiting for the right moment. And right now, he's got great guidance in the form of Truth Martini to get his career on track. You know, everybody was lied to him. Beat Jim Cornette, Kerry Silkin, everybody in ROH management, the referees. Tyler Black lied to him when he said that he would get the first title shot.
I'll tell you what, we talked about some of the wrestlers' opinions of the world title main event. Roderick Strong, a suplex in the center of the ring. Lateral press for 2. Strong made it perfectly clear his thoughts. He said that someone's going to get screwed, someone's going to stab him in the back. That's how he views this company right now.
I don't blame him. He has every right to be frustrated.
Well, let's look at Truth Martini. What in the heck about him is so damn trustworthy?
He's a genius, much like a Shane Hagedorn, but Truth Martini is more like a guiding force in life, not just professional wrestling.
What's in that book of his?
You should read it.
I'll wait for the audio version. Roderick Strong chopping away at Cabana.
It's very inspirational.
Is it now? The knife edges. Cabana stays on his feet. Keep in mind the simple chop, one of Strong's deadliest weapons. But Cabana is weathering the storm and returning in kind.
Double chops from Cabana.
The point of the elbow, the top of the head, the second time.
That looked like a closed fist to me late on the law, Sinclair.
Roderick Strong is staggered back into the corner. Cabana in firm control right now. Cabana could be close to another world title opportunity here at the winner of Tyler versus Davey. He overcame Daivari and Carino, but can he beat the man who feels it's his birthright to be the world champion?
Roderick swings.
Beautiful K-Rana. 2-0. Strong. Favoring his ankle. I think Strong maybe hurt. Cabana relentless though, staying on top of the issue. Kicks his way free. Strong knows what this means.
He's getting some encouragement from Truth Martini. House of Truth power.
Well, can the Book of Truth overpower a man's physical limits? Strong.
I heard just a little bit of that. Dig deep inside. He's motivating the man.
Strong trying to walk it off. You gotta feel bad for Strong a little bit here. Sinclair's trying to make sure this match. Wait a second! Truth Martini on the block!
I told you, you should really read it. It's effective.
Yeah, damn sure it's effective. And Roderick Strong stole this.
Ultimate has been eliminated. Here is your winner of the Toronto Gauntlet match, Roderick Strong.
But the question is, does Roderick Strong know what Truth Martini did? I'm not so sure.
Well, both the referee and Roderick Strong kind of had their back turned while the damage was done by Truth Martini, but he's guiding his career properly. He ensured that he got the victory.
Does Roderick think he did it alone? Doesn't matter. We don't really know. Only Roddy knows for sure. What we are aware of is Roderick Strong has secured another guaranteed title shot against the winner of Tyler Black and Davey Richards. Is Truth Martini the missing piece of the puzzle?
I think he is. Roderick Strong with a huge victory in the Toronto Gauntlet here tonight, on the path to potentially becoming ROH World Champion in the future. I would not be surprised to see that belt around his waist very, very soon.
Look out Tyler, look out Davey. Roderick Strong has his sights set once again on his obsession for the past year, the Ring of Honor World title.
We've got action inside the ring now.
We're at intermission.
Kevin Steen and El Generico. He's got a chair. Generico's got a chair. There's Steve Carino.
We're in a shambles out here. We have no idea. But that's what happens when things get taken to the limit. It's what happens when you have an even playing field. And Generico wants to fight. And Generico's sure of himself. That's what we have here. This is not scheduled. It's absolute madness. Steen could not destroy Generico. Generico could not destroy Steen. And tempers have boiled over.
Cabana and Carino battling. Generico and Steen.
This is what we waited for 6 months. We didn't think we did it here. Didn't think we did it now. But it's a welcome bonus.
Cabana and Steen battling now. Carino back in the ring. Out of control. Brainbuster.
Generico, a measure of revenge. A move he's wanted to hit.
You can't shove down the referee like that.
We gotta get this stopped.
That's gonna be a fine.
This is dangerous.
Bobby Cruz, he's got Bobby Cruz.
It's neck time. Steen and Carino retreat. The war is not over, but a big battle has been won by Cabana and El Generico. Steen's goal tonight came up empty. Nothing has worked. Look out.
Chair launched to Carino.
What a moment here. A reinvigorated, re-energized, reborn El Generico will not be bullied, not be pushed around, and not be the victim of abuse. The first time since Final Battle, the tides of momentum have officially swung to the side of El Generico.
Had to use Bobby Cruz's tie to get the job done.
What a coming of age for Generico.
He should be fired. I'll tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, though, we might be standing tall right now, but we're supposed to be in intermission.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the executive producer for ROH on HDNet, Mr. Jim Cornette.
Still regrouping from a raucous and wild intermission, the executive producer of Ring of Honor, Mr. Jim Cornette, always a welcome presence.
I'll say one thing right now. It's never cold in Canada when Ring of Honor is in town. Guys, I just wanted to come out here for just a second to thank you on behalf of the Ring of Honor officials, the office, the talent roster, everybody. Thank you for supporting Ring of Honor and coming out in such big numbers here tonight. So I'm going to make it short and sweet. Toronto, going back 50 years to the days of the Maple Leaf Gardens, where Billy Watson, the Royal Man from Syria, the Sheik, all the way to the present day. This is a mecca of professional wrestling in North America, and you guys are the reason. And you made the choice to come here tonight and support real professional wrestling. Through our partners at Go Fight Live, they're getting to see what it's like to see Ring of Honor live in Toronto, Canada. But most of all, even though the talent lays their lives on the line every time they get in the ring, even though they work their hardest, it would all be for naught without you guys rocking this place time after time, and tonight has been tremendous. Thank you very much for supporting Ring of Honor. Give yourselves a hand. All around the world, this is what it's like. Come and see Ring of Honor live. An atmosphere like no other, professional wrestling like no other. And folks, if you think you've seen something so far, the second half is coming up, and to coin a phrase, you ain't seen nothing yet. Let's get this thing started.
Multicolored thing.
We're not wasting any time, folks.
This is a Kick 6 Contender Series match, set for one fall, within 20
spoken. Kenny Omega set for Pick 6 Series one-on-one action in just a moment's time. And another hero's welcome here for another Canadian in Kenny Omega. But what a daunting task that lies before him.
Trying to take the pick 6 spot away from Christopher Daniels.
Christopher Daniels was in ROH for day one. After many years and many miles traveled, the Fallen Angel has returned home to prove what many have believed for many, many years, that Daniels is truly the best in the world. He's worked his way to number 2 in the Pick 6. He now fights defensively to retain that spot here tonight.
Many men would love to claim that they are the best in the world and prove they are the best in the world. Davey Richards certainly one of those men.
The atmosphere is set for a marquee one-on-one contest. Keep in mind, Christopher Daniels has been brazen enough to challenge both champion and challenger for tonight's main event, regardless of the winner, because in Daniels' mind, they each have something he wants.
Yeah,
however,
at the moment, Tyler's got the belt, and Davey Richards claiming that he is the best in the world, and it's just a matter of time before that belt's around his waist, perhaps later tonight.
Davey's got the buzz. He's got the popular opinion.
But Christopher Daniels, yeah, he's one of the founding fathers of this company, as you said. The one thing that has always eluded him in Ring of Honor is the World Championship. From his days as the leader of the Prophecy, he tried his best to become World Champion. He's back here in 2010 with a purpose. That's why he made an impact at the Big Bang, getting right in the face of Davey Richards, to make everyone aware that he is here to take that World Championship and become the best in the world, because that's what the belt's all about, right? If it's around your waist, you are the best in the world.
And for the first time since his return to Ring of Honor, Christopher Daniels is wrestling a more defensive approach here, because he knows, in his own words, that athletes are going to come out of the woodwork to try to knock him off of his perch, to try to stunt Daniels' momentum before Daniels can get that world title. And one man that may be fit for the job is Kenny Omega.
Oh, he's such a fantastic athlete. Just pulls off some amazing maneuvers, and yeah, he's a favorite of the fans here in Canada, his homeland, if you will. But the point is, he is trying to take that pick 6 spot from Christopher Daniels, because Omega, a world-traveled athlete, has been spending so much time competing in Japan as of late. He needs to get back on the winning track and get those key victories here in ROH competition.
Well, that's Daniels controlling the head and controlling the body of Kenny Omega right now. Omega knows that he's not in every single Ring of Honor live event, so when he is here, he makes a count. Look at the high level of competition we've seen Omega battle here in Ring of Honor in the past 3 months. Kevin Steen, Roderick Strong, Davey Richards, epic encounters, pun intended. Kenny Omega has taken it to the absolute best, and no different here than Christopher Daniels. If Omega beats Daniels tonight, he's number 2 in pick 6.
Listen to the dueling chants, supporters of both athletes in this contest.
And keep in mind, pick 6 is the ranking system of the top 6 contenders for the Ring of Honor World title. Only the men in the pick 6 rankings can challenge for the Ring of Honor World title. If you are beaten by someone else outside the pick 6, they assume your spot and you trickle down, and number 6 is off the list. You constantly have to be competing to to not just qualify, but maintain your spot on this prestigious list.
And don't forget, the winner of every Pick 6 Contender Series matchup gets that $2,500 bonus as well, courtesy of our friends at HDNet.
Absolutely true. Hadouken counter. Daniels out of the way.
Oh, he has him scouted.
And Hadouken, a lot of people dismiss it, a lot of people laugh at it. That is a legitimate martial arts strike. You take the palms, drive them right into your opponent's sternum, his chest cavity, take your pick. Does its damage.
But Christopher Daniels saw it coming, put on the brakes, moved out of the way. He's not going to fall victim to that maneuver in this matchup. Both men back to their feet. So skilled. We see a little bit of Kenny Omega using the ropes for leverage.
Well, it's Omega that's a step ahead at the moment. High elevation back body drop. Takes the fallen angel down.
So many matches tonight based on hatred between the two opponents. This is just about pure athleticism. Two fantastic professional wrestlers.
And about the hope of challenging for the Ring of Honor World title.
It's all about wins and losses in this one. Not about putting your opponent out of wrestling or doing damage or sending him out on a stretcher.
What a moment it was on our last Go Fight Live pay-per-view when Daniels made a shot in return and took offense to Davey Richards proclaiming himself to be the best in the world. Since that time, we've seen Daniels go one-on-one with Eddie Edwards at Supercard of Honor 5. Watch Omega with a crossbody. Could have him here. No, only one. Veteran instincts of Christopher Daniels. But Daniels and Edwards, a classic matchup. And Daniels said at the end, one wolf down, one to go. There's still a collision course there regardless of the outcome of tonight's match.
Hey, even if Tyler Black still has that belt, Christopher Daniels and Davey Richards want to see who is the next best in the world, if you will. But keep your eye on Kenny Omega right now.
Omega can go springboard, but Daniels...
Oh, he was one step ahead of Omega.
Cuts Omega off at the pass.
Dangerous position for Omega here if Daniels can get the suplex.
Daniels with the enziguri to Omega. Omega is out on his feet. Neckbreaker drops Omega where metal meets wood on the edge of the ring apron.
Not only took a lot out of his neck, but his back as well as his spine just met the steel ring frame. Down to the floor goes Omega, and Christopher Daniels now out to the floor himself.
Daniels, arguably the most well-traveled in all the Ring of Honor roster, competing with more diverse styles than anyone else on the Ring of Honor roster. That makes him inherently, intrinsically prepared. He is a student of the game.
When you really think about it, there are guys like Chris Hero, Claudio Castagnoli, Omega himself that travel the world just as much as Daniels. They don't have the years of experience that Daniels does under his belt. Cover right there, only a near fall.
Another one count.
But yeah, I mean, the ROH roster, it's so deep, and so many wrestlers who compete regularly in Japan have traveled down to Mexico to work against the greatest Lucha Libre stars.
And you're talking about Kenny Omega taking on the best, taking on all comers. What about last night? A victory over a two-time former Ring of Honor World Champion, Austin Aries. That shows you the frame of mind Omega is in. It shows you he's prepared for anything, and it could lead him to number 2 at Pick 6. But it's Daniels on top now, pressing the advantage.
Needed to hook the leg right there, but twisting away on the neck, applying pressure to that neck.
Do you think Daniels has any kind of a preference in the world title matchup later tonight at this stage of the game?
Well, the way that he got in the face of Davey Richards, I would think that he would like to get in the ring with him, perhaps a little bit more than Tyler Black, just because of the competition level. But when it does come right down to it, Tyler's the one with that belt around his waist at the moment.
Daniels interrupting that contract signing this past Monday night. Ring of Honor on HDNet showed no bias in his claims of calling out both champion and challenger. But to do so, he's got to get through Omega, who makes a mid-ring adjustment, but walks right into the leg lariat by Christopher Daniels.
Turnbuckle's about all that's holding up Omega at this time. Running forearm to the back of the neck, softening up that body part.
A back suplex connects. Daniels Hot top, deep hook on the leg, and this time gets 2.5.
Daniels doing a beautiful job of targeting the neck of Omega, perhaps setting him up for a possible submission with the Koji clutch.
Omega's starting to breathe heavily right now. Mouth is gaped open, sucking in wind. Daniels has effectively worn down Kenny Omega in the beginnings of this contest.
Cover once again. Kicks out. Not only that, not only perhaps setting him up for the Koji clutch and a submission victory for Daniels, but he needs full strength in that neck to support the body weight of Daniels in that electric chair going for Kreutz Rav.
It's true. And again, goes back to the strategy of Christopher Daniels. How well schooled he is. Textbook vertical suplex.
Jars the neck once again.
We go springboard, Arabian moonsault, beautifully connects.
Right into a crossface.
And the damage has been done to the neck.
He reaches the ropes though.
It was a catch-22. Daniels had to have Omega near the ropes for the moonsault. But in turn, Omega right nearby to grab the rope to break the hold.
Yeah, he didn't get the submission right there, but it did do more damage to the neck as he pulled back on the crossface and applied that pressure.
Once again, a systematic dissection by the veteran Daniels.
Sending him face first into the turnbuckle in the corner now.
Daniels with a methodical tempo right now. Loves to be in control. Loves to dictate the pace. Does not want to see a Kenny Omega flurry of offense here. And they're right above us.
But that's what he's getting, is that flurry of offense. 2 shots from Omega has Daniels stunned. And a headbutt for good measure.
Well, if somebody loses their balance, it could be fatal for about 3 or 4 of us. Daniels headbutts.
Trying to get his balance here on the turnbuckles.
Oh no. Oh no.
Angel's wings, super Angel's wings.
He couldn't do this. Omega! Back body drop. Desperation maneuver. Didn't have enough to follow through.
Oh, but he saved himself. If he would have met a super Angel's wings, that match could have been over.
Omega needed to survive, bottom line. But how can he build off it? Can he build off it? Polish hammer.
And a second. Burst of adrenaline for Kenny Omega.
And for a twisting Polish hammer, but countered. Omega. Mid-move adjustment takes away the knee. Down. Rocker dropper. Nicely done. Cover. Deep hook for 2. It's a half a count away from adding Kenny Omega to the list of perennial title challengers.
Waiting for the right moment to strike. Waiting for Daniels to be in proper position. Springboard.
Beautiful drop kick. Daniels' body jolted forward. Cover or no?
Omega. Going for that dragon suplex. Broken.
Again, Daniels has it scouted. And into the Koji clutch.
More pressure put on the neck. He can tap out right here. Daniels is focused on that neck for the entire matchup.
The upper body is trapped. The leg is cinched in to cut off the blood supply to the brain. Omega may have 2 choices. It may be tap out or pass out.
He reaches the ropes.
I'm not sure if that was instincts or just pure luck. But either way, Kenny Omega's still in this. But again, the damage has been done. And as time goes on, Omega gets weaker.
Palm strike from the fallen angel.
And now, the fall from grace. Could this be all? Could it lead? No.
Omega with enough to kick out.
Daniels.
Which of these 2 men will have that spot in the pick 6 at the end of tonight?
Daniels loses. He's down to number 3. And the lower you're ranked, the less political clout you get to petition for a title shot. You need to be at the top.
Huge neck breaker.
He's got it now. Daniels, due to fatigue, you gotta surmise, left that right shoulder exposed, and that allowed Omega the chance to escape.
You can see Omega grabbing the back of his neck right there. Daniels just needs to stay on that body part. But Omega digging down for some energy, firing back on the fallen angel.
Omega, the spin kick got countered. Angel's wings! No! Omega drives Daniels down. A reverse pile driver. Dondo.
Shoulder up at 2.5.
Daniels willed on by the motivation to become officially the best in the world and capture the one thing he sought after that's eluded him, the Ring of Honor World title. So Omega trying to set up Daniels. But then jockeying for an advantage here. There's some palm thrusts from Daniels. Omega responds. Right to the back of the neck. The Uranagi, that can only mean one thing. Best moonsault. Nobody home.
Never.
Daniels lands on his feet. Omega roll through. The Hurricane Rana. Gonna be time to finish Daniels.
2K1.
2K1 bomb. Did it. See ya. Number 2, no.
So close for Kenny Omega right there.
Another classic encounter. A classic battle being waged at Death Before Dishonor 8.
It's Omega waiting for the right moment.
He's measuring Daniels. That double boom thrust. Hadouken countered.
Angel's wings.
Got it. Did he get the covers? Daniels. No.
2.5.
So close. So close. Less than half a count away.
Only 2, says Todd Sinclair.
And Daniels is gazing at Omega in disbelief, in shock. But now has realized what he must do. Daniels wants the adulation. Daniels wants the attention. Daniels wants to be the best.
He's like dead weight, can't pull the man up. Maybe play possum.
Jawbreaker, spin kick. Caught Daniels around the arm and rib cage.
Dragon suplex.
Back of the head. Look out. A knockout blow. Done.
Was that 3? That looks so close to 3. The referee says 2. Only 2.
Hadouken was not the end, and Omega is nearly in tears.
That's about as close to 3 as you can get without it being 3. This is Ring of Honor.
You won't see action like this anywhere else.
He could be thinking about Kreutz Wrath. Can that neck support the weight of Daniels, though? He's got him up!
Left.
Daniels fights out of it.
It goes back to that neck strength.
Oh, they collide. Both going for clotheslines at the same time, and again.
After all of this, we are back at a stalemate, ladies and gentlemen.
Palm strikes. Ooh. And one huge one.
Omega fires back.
Combination. STO.
The judo takedown into best moonsault ever. Daniels is still number 2.
Here is the winner of Fallen Angel, Christopher Daniels!
What a match!
Tonight, Daniels truly earned the number 2 spot. He fought for it, defended it with honor. And Christopher Daniels now sets his sights to both Davey Richards and Tyler Black. Win, lose, or draw tonight. These are the 2 men Daniels must beat to truly prove himself as the best. But with this war, you must believe, comes the mutual respect, not only from this great crowd, but for each other.
That's the kind of fight between two men who just want to work their way into a title shot here in Ring of Honor, putting it all on the line.
Who will be the next target of Christopher Daniels, Tyler Black, Davey Richards, be forewarned. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we're still awaiting word from the Briscoes. I'm not sure, we have not heard any word of the Briscoes being here, and time is drawing near, Dave Prazak. We gotta do something about our tag title match. Let's take you back.
The Kings of Wrestling!
Well, what's the word? Bobby Cruz conferring with officials at ringside.
Could have heard it. We've heard speculation all day.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. I have just been informed here at ringside that the Briscoes have not arrived at the building in time for this tag team championship match.
That sucks. That sucks.
Oh, immigration, you've done it again.
I feel so bad for the Briscoes.
I think it's a forfeit victory for the Kings. Continue to reign supreme. You don't even have to break a sweat.
So what, they get a bye now? They get to win via forfeit. Is that what happens? It's disgusting. I don't even want to look at these guys like that.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I have your attention, please? Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, the Kings of Wrestling would like to thank Canada for not letting the Briscoe brothers into this beautiful country. It's for reasons like that the Kings of Wrestling love to come to Toronto, Ontario, Canada.
An easy victory.
Real cute, real cute.
I hear a lot of cheers, but I can sense an overwhelming display of disappointment. And I can sympathize, I can empathize, because I also am disappointed. Because tonight was the night we proved to the world that the Kings of Wrestling are the most dominant tag team in Ring of Honor history. And it
make it through customs.
Can we get them thrown out of here?
But to be honest, I'm not really surprised.
I think somebody's gonna get the job done for us. They're here.
What are they doing here?
And we gotta fight.
Customs needs to do their job.
Not customs or immigration, the National Guard or the Canadian Mounted Police could keep the Briscoes away from kicking ass on the Kings of Wrestling.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your match for the Ring of Honor World Tag Team titles, and it is no disqualification!
No disqualification!
That's what you get when you mess with family. Keep in mind, after the attack on the Briscoe's dad, Mike Briscoe, it was ruled this is no disqualification. Anything goes between these four men. And Chris Hero's isolated early. It all stems back to the loaded elbow pad that screwed the Briscoes and the tag title at the Big Bang.
Well, we've got a rematch, but there's no disqualification. But because Mike Briscoe decided to jump the guardrail and hit Chris Hero first,
I'll tell you what it was.
He hit him first.
I'll tell you what it was. The Kings of Wrestling were going to screw Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin with that same elbow pad. They ruined that great match to the Kings of Wrestling. The Briscoes made the same. The J Drill and Sarah Del Rey was their payback.
Yeah, they put their hands on her too.
And the Kings felt that because of that act, the Briscoes had it coming to them. Hero baited Mike Briscoe over the rail, baited him into striking him, and created that situation where they assaulted these two men's father. How low class can you get? You can't defend that. It's reprehensible.
They attacked Sarah Del Rey first, an eye for an eye. And
She had it coming.
Mike Briscoe hops the guardrail and slaps Chris Hero. He had it coming.
Sarah Del Rey used the elbow pad that was loaded on Amazing Kong earlier that same night. It's not right to jump the rail, but Hero, with how personal he went, the comments he made, comments I can't repeat right now, you can't blame a man with morals and convictions for standing up for his family. Especially the way the Briscoe family's brought up. They're all about simple things and farming and family and drinking beer. That's all they know. They have a lot of pride.
Hey, leave Hagedorn alone.
I'll kick Hagedorn too.
No!
Don't come over here.
Going after Hagedorn, uncalled for.
Hagedorn's been behind just as much as the Kings have.
Trying to get away from the Briscoes. These guys are out of control.
And Claudio's bleeding. Claudio Castagnoli's been lacerated somewhere along the way.
That should have never taken place. There's no disqualification.
This is what they deserve.
It's unfair to the
Fraser.
champions.
It's
unfair.
what they deserve. The Briscoes originally said that this match would be a Father's Day present to Mike Briscoe. And after that attack last Monday night, it's taken on all new meaning. It's not about Ring of Honor. It's not about the tag titles. It's about the honor of a father tonight. Here on the outside.
This is just chaos, man. The Kings of Wrestling are a fine-tuned scientific wrestling unit.
It's anything goes.
The Briscoes are out of control. Hero able to pull Mark Briscoe to the floor.
Keep in mind, even though this is chaos and bedlam, the Briscoes could win a 7th World Tag Title tonight. That's unprecedented. Look out. Jay hits hard.
Hey, when necessary, both Hero and Castagnoli can hold their own in a fight. Wrestling match, sure. A fight, you betcha.
Oh, and Mark Briscoe's busted.
You'll remember that that battle between Chris Hero and Eddie Kingston in New York City. That showed just what Chris Hero can do in an out-and-out fight.
Hero and Claudio are as tough as any man. When you take away finesse, when you take away technique, and it's a barroom brawl, you can't bet against the Briscoes, even with a deep, deep laceration across Mark Briscoe's forehead.
And you gotta hand it to the referee. I mean, he realizes this is a World Tag Team title matchup, and even though it is no disqualification, he's trying to maintain some sort of order as a tag team matchup and try to keep it only one man against one man inside the ring here.
And when you bleed that heavily, the blood gets in your eyes. You can't see. It gets into your mouth. You can't breathe correctly. Briscoe, that's what he's dealing with.
Oh, it's just pouring out of his head.
Oh my God.
And Mark Briscoe is one of those wrestlers that just doesn't know when to give up, when to say when.
Mark Briscoe does not want to quit. He would rather die than quit, as long as he died fighting.
Well, sometimes you should watch out for your own well-being, especially when you're losing blood at the rate that he is right now.
Now, I want to give a big props to Paul Turner right now. Despite the ultra-personal animosity in this matchup, we've gotten it down to tags. We've gotten it down to traditional rules, even though anything goes.
We've gotten it down to fantastic double teams by the World Tag Team Champions. Cover. What? How did he kick out that quick?
And Mark Briscoe's forehead looks like a faucet, but he's still fighting.
They just need to focus on that cut, cause more blood to flow. Mark Briscoe is going to pass out, and the Briscoes will lose this matchup.
And they're digging away that cut.
That's the key to victory, and Claudio knows it. He's digging that elbow right into the laceration.
And Mark Briscoe's blood, it's all over these athletes, it's all over the ring. You got blood flying out here as well.
I think he's had enough. He's had enough.
No.
Referee checking on his well-being.
That's Paul Turner's job, but Mark hasn't had enough until he stopped breathing.
It's no DQ, but the referee, I mean, if he sees that he's losing blood at such a rapid pace, maybe he should just call the match.
That's his discretion. But you know if he did, the Briscoes would attempt to kill him.
Not if he's passed out, he can't.
Lethal went with those strikes.
Oh!
And a miscue. Mark Briscoe, an opening.
The Kings need to pull it together right now.
Does Mark know where he is? He's in the danger zone still. Crossbody, but still not in this corner. Mark needs the tag. Done it. Jay Briscoe unloads. Briscoe, the man that was left concussed and vomiting after the Big Bang, thanks to Hero's loaded elbow pad. 2.5 months of justice to be served right now.
No one has ever proven that that elbow pad is loaded. It's purely speculation on your part, Hogwood, and everybody else.
It's purely logic. Watch Jay. That belly driver.
Claudio knocked a little bit loopy, but the attention taken to Hero, head first repeatedly into the bucket.
And Jay knows he's on his own. Mark Briscoe's on the floor, not even close to being on his corner. He may not make it to his corner.
Still losing blood at a rapid pace.
And no 5 count, Fraser. He can go as long as he wants.
Chris Hero repeatedly.
That's the pent-up rage.
Look at the damage done to Hero. Look at the blood pour out of his head.
And Mark saw Claudio and cut him off in the past.
Oh!
Claudio got it.
Uncalled for.
This is a much-deserved bloodletting at the hands of the Briscoe.
Hagedorn with the chair. Yeah, hit him.
And keep in mind, it's legal.
Yeah, no DQ. Took his eye off his opponent, Chris Hero.
Hero is hurt. That thick bolt behind that turnbuckle pad obviously connected to Hero.
And that connected with the skull.
Come on.
The skull of Jay Briscoe.
Look how good he is. That's despicable.
That was with precision.
What's wrong with Hagedorn?
He just held it. He held it. Jay's own momentum met that steel chair.
I can't believe the thick, to coin a phrase, crimson mass that is forming on the face of Mark Briscoe.
If you'll think back to the Big Bang in Charlotte.
And Jay Briscoe as well is now busted.
What a great hold-for-hold matchup that was. Upwards of 25 minutes of the best tag team wrestling you'll ever see. Tonight it is just a war here in Toronto between these four men.
This is not showcasing tag team wrestling. This is showcasing hatred in its purest form. And Hero is choking Jay Briscoe.
It's all legal.
He will pass out, but he won't quit. And in the ring, it's a camel clutch as the blood continues to drip down the face of Mark.
Jay's gonna pass out wrapped around that ring post, and Mark's gonna pass out inside the ring at the hands of Claudio.
And I give credit. This is a Briscoe environment, but it's all Kings right now. But the assist goes to Hagedorn, who's still hammering away.
A bloodbath here at Depth Before Dishonor 8. And who's got the advantage? The Kings of Wrestling. Not only fantastic technical, scientific wrestlers, but they're great in every way.
Hero tagged in. And Briscoe is still hung across that ring post.
That's where he's gonna stay. Elbow to the back of the head. That's it.
Gotta be. No.
What?
Unbelievable.
Time to finish the job. Claudio up top.
Mark is still dripping blood.
Oh, they're gonna use the Doomsday device.
The European twist.
That is it.
Got it. No. With Father's Day just hours away, Briscoe will not quit.
Who needs a referee?
Well, we're going to need somebody to stop this match.
Time to destroy the Briscoes. Big boot from Hero. He concusses with his kicks and KOs with his elbows.
Could somebody help Jay Briscoe, please? Paul Turner, thank God.
No one can help the Briscoes. They brought this on themselves.
Cravat, bicycle kick.
Maybe your daddy shouldn't have jumped the rail and put his hands on Chris Hero.
Paul Turner's asking fans for a knife. He can't hook Jay Briscoe. Briscoe may be blue, if not for the red across his face. Turner's found a knife.
Where's Mike Briscoe? Somebody should smack him again.
Stop it. That's hideous. That's an asinine thing to say.
Time for the rolling elbow.
No. Briscoe's... Ow. Briscoe's been freed, but he's lifeless.
That kid knocked him out.
Cover. He kicked out.
One more. The stretch plum.
Stretch plum. With Claudio continuing to punish.
Turner should just call for the bell. Oh! What the hell?
Fire extinguisher to the eyes.
Jay Briscoe back inside the ring.
Jay Briscoe was lifeless a moment ago, but found a trump card.
Oh no, they've got the table.
You cannot extinguish their desire to fight on. And now we've just hit the next level again. And you gotta believe Mike Briscoe.
Claudio! Get up, Chris!
A hop count to the head. You gotta believe Mike Briscoe is back home. Watch out, go fight live. And he's loving his Father's Day right now.
right there.
And his body absorbed all the impact.
Claudio, move!
Hero, look out!
Head over heels into his own partner.
And again, these are strong tables. They absorb a lot of damage. Oh no. The powerbomb, the neck breaker.
These are strong wrestlers. It's going to take more than that to take the belts away from the kings of wrestling.
And now a bloody hero on the outside. Claudio has been isolated.
All four of these men.
Hagedorn is begging, pleading for the official to stop this match. No event. This one is for Papa Briscoe.
No. Claudio lands on his feet.
You're not out of the woods yet. Old school justice. Briscoe style.
Only two.
And that is what the tag titles mean to the Kings. Showing you, beyond the diabolical behavior, they are as tough as they come. But tonight, by God, needs to be the Briscoes' night.
Hero trying to pull himself up on the floor. Hagedorn on the apron. No doomsday tonight. Oh!
Yes!
Get out of the ring, Shane!
Shane Hagedorn, it's time to man up. It's time to go up. And then down. Doomsday device. Hagedorn's hurt.
Obviously.
He's hurt badly. He's taking the neck. But this fight continues. Wait a second. The lower elbow pad.
The lucky elbow pad. Rolling elbow. That is it.
It's a Jay and Charlotte.
Turn around, Turner. Count.
He's going to screw them again. What? It still wasn't enough.
How the hell did he kick out? Oh, into the barricade goes Hero.
Fuck you, Hero! You're a faggot! You're a fucking faggot, Hero! Fuck you!
Claudio inside the ring with Jay.
It's Hero and Mark out here.
Fuck you!
UFO! No hands!
Countered! No!
He got the shoulder up! He got the shoulder up!
Mark subdued Hero. Still wasn't enough.
European uppercuts!
We're in the middle of a damn war zone. Hero's
The
got
big swing! The big swing!
Wait, watch Hero!
He's got the
Watch
lucky...
Hero.
The lucky pad is on his foot!
It's on his foot! That's loaded! That's loaded! Straight to the temple! With that velocity! Damn it!
Still tag team champions of the world!
Here are your winners, and still Ring of Honor World Tag Team Champions, the Kings of Wrestling!
What a war for the World Tag Team titles! But hey, the Briscoes wanted no DQ. No DQ is perfectly fine. With the Kings, they reign supreme as the ROH World Tag Team Champion.
Well, if you ask me, the Briscoes got quite a measure of revenge, but the assault on their father, Mike, may not be exactly what they wanted. But then again, we knew they didn't care about the win or the loss. But it boils down to what escalated this in the first place. That loaded, blatantly loaded elbow pad to the face of Jay Briscoe took him down, took him out, and we're right back at square one with 10 times brutality with the same final result. The Kings of Wrestling sneak another one by the most decorated tag dynasty in Ring of Honor history.
Ladies and gentlemen, We're back in Philadelphia, the 16th and 17th of July. Louisville, Kentucky on the 22nd. St. Louis area on the 23rd. Back in Chicago on the 24th. ROHWrestling.com for tickets.
Following contest is your main event. It is scheduled for one fall in a 60-minute time limit, and it is for the Ring of Honor World Championship.
They said I won't pick anything up. Time for the Ring of Honor World Championship match. Now joined at ringside by the executive producer of Ring of Honor, Mr. James E. Cornette. Mr. Cornette, welcome to the booth.
I'm stunned by the display of violence that I just saw. The shocking display by the Briscoes and the Kings of Wrestling. But we're going to have another display now. It's going to be a display of pure wrestling skill and technique between two of the best in the game.
Mr. Cornette, I think we've outdone ourselves so far. I think Greg Tunney would be proud.
What do you think?
Right there is the man who's going to leave Toronto as the new Ring of Honor World Champion.
Davey Richards says the hunt is on. He says he's the best in the world. But the only way to prove that is to possess what Tyler Black currently holds. The Ring of Honor World title. No one is more intense. No one is more vicious. And tonight, Davey has the buzz. He has the momentum. He has a lot of the crowd support. James, roll that channel into a title win.
Well, I'll tell you, you can't find two more disparate individuals, two more different human beings than Tyler Black and Davey Richards, but both of them want the same goal, the Ring of Honor gold around their waist. Tyler has it, Davey is determined to capture it.
Chants of next world champ echo throughout Toronto, Ontario. Will it be an omen, a sign of things to come tonight? And now the introduction, or the entrance at least, of the champion.
Well, it's been a long road for Tyler Black to the top of the mountain. He started out as a very young man wanting to become a professional wrestler. And at this juncture, he's still in his mid-20s. With his athletic peak in front of him, he has managed to capture the richest prize in Ring of Honor wrestling, that is, the World Championship. The question is, can he defend tonight in this incredibly hot building? It's hot temperature-wise, and it's hot excitement-wise. Can he defend against a man that many say is the second coming of the Dynamite Kid? Tyler Black is going to lay it all on the line tonight against Davey Richards.
When you talk about the heat, Tyler Black has said that he has ice water running through his veins. Tyler Black has said that he will not be affected by the boos, by the jeers. He likes it when the Ring of Honor faithful speak their mind. So there will be no disadvantage as far as the crowd is concerned in Tyler's mind. A split reaction. Davey has the momentum. You gotta respect what Tyler has done since the 8th anniversary last February.
Introducing first to my right, the challenger from Othello, Washington, weighing 207 pounds, he is representing the American Wolves, Davey Richards. His opponent to my left, from Davenport, Iowa, weighing 222 pounds, he is the Ring of Honor World Champion, Tyler Black.
You can hear it. A good portion of these fans here in Toronto sense a change is coming. The hunt is on, and I think it's going to be completed here tonight as Davey Richards wears that belt home.
Well, I'll tell you, Toronto, noted for expressing their opinion, and a good many of them expressing their opinion here, as you can hear, it's become fashionable to cheer against Tyler Black for some reason. The folks and all the fans in Ring of Honor wanted to see Tyler win the title. Once he won it, they've been cheering for him to lose it. Tyler is certainly athletically set to face this challenge, but the question is whether the crowd will rattle him mentally. Tyler's a great young athlete, but I don't know whether he's got the maturity to,
we get no handshake.
We get no handshake. I don't know whether Tyler's got the maturity to be able to put the crowd out of his mind and focus on the challenge.
You know, Davey Richards has admitted that Tyler Black is a better athlete. But what Davey has that no one can match is the intensity and the focus. Davey spent time in Japan in the Super Juniors tournament, and he called that a trip where he fine-tuned his skills, sharpening the tools of a hunter. And tonight could begin the reign of a hunter.
Yeah, but you know, Davey Richards is playing some mind games too, because he tries to say, Tyler Black's a better athlete than me. I'm only middling. I get by on my desire. Davey Richards is a hell of a world-class athlete. Both these guys are, or they wouldn't be in this position.
Here's another thing to keep in mind. Due to travel issues, Davey Richards did not compete 24 hours ago. Tyler Black did. Could that be a blessing in disguise?
Oh, wait a minute.
And it gets personal quickly.
A slap in the face to each man, and tempers are flaring already here at this Ted Reeve Arena in Toronto, Canada. Richards like lightning.
Mr. Cornette, I want to get your thoughts really quickly as well about this past Monday in HDNet, the contract signing interrupted by the fallen angel Christopher Daniels, who effectively challenged winner and loser of this match.
Well, Daniels versus Richards or Daniels versus Black, either one would be another world-class match that I'm going to work hard. Wait a minute.
Shoulders down, 2 count.
Richards trying to press his advantage there. I will work hard to present either one of those matches because Daniels deserves in the title picture in Ring of Honor as well. But right now, we got to decide between these two guys who the boss is. And you notice that Davey Richards, Brazak, has kept his word. No Eddie Edwards at ringside, no Shane Hagedorn. Hagedorn may not still be breathing, but they didn't accompany Davey to ringside. He wants to do this on his own. I think that's commendable.
And he certainly can do it on his own. But as we've already said, it's not only a physical test for both men, it's a mental test too. Can Tyler Black, are these fans going to get in his head?
Look at Richards, so smooth. Tyler Black was pressing the advantage, and Richards rolled right into this modified surfboard. Todd Sinclair looks like he's about to have a stroke or a baby. I'm not sure which. He's had his work cut out for him tonight. Lateral press again. Wait a minute. And now Black. Black reverses that surfboard and puts the pressure on Davey Richards.
Trying to fight his way out of the hold here. Able to make it to the ropes as the fans getting under the skin of Tyler Black, maybe. Showing their support of the fantastic athlete, Davey Richards. There's a reason that he was one half of the World Tag Team Champions for such a long period of time.
And Joe, you can hear the dueling chants of "Let's go, Tyler," and something else for you, Tyler. In Ring of Honor, the fans are allowed to express their true opinions, unlike many other sports entertainment groups who want the fans to toe the party line.
And much unlike other groups, if a hunter wins our world title, it'll be a good thing.
Exactly. I think hunters have won world titles in other organizations simply on a whim and a prayer, or maybe maybe just on a whim of a daughter-in-law. I don't know.
Well, let's get back to the matter at hand. Davey and Tyler Black. Keep in mind the long roads these two men came from. Davey Richards won his first amateur wrestling championship at age 12. Ever since, he has been working towards this goal. This could culminate 15 years of amateur and professional wrestling. Raised on work ethic, raised on determination, raised by his grandparents. He's had a hard life. Tonight, it finally could come full circle.
Oh, look at Tyler Black overbalanced and comes back over behind Davey Richards. But then again, the long journey that Tyler Black has taken from a small town in Iowa to become a professional wrestler, driving to Chicago to train, then landing his dream position with Ring of Honor, and now, still in his mid-20s, becoming the #1 man in the promotion, the Ring of Honor World Champion. Beautiful steamboat-like underhook on the arm drag by Davey Richards. These guys, as much as we saw a shocking display of violence between the kings of wrestling and the Briscoes, these guys are going to wrestle, and they're going to wrestle hard. Wait a minute. Tyler stacked up. No. Count of 2. Both these guys could put a sandwich on your back and starve you to death.
And keep in mind, Tyler Black, wrestling since age of 16. He is young, but he's very seasoned, and he hit his personal coming of age at the 8th anniversary and has done everything in his power to defend that championship against all comers, no matter who it is, throughout the pick six, even the three-way.
Oh, wait a minute. Black went for the drop kick. Richards held on. Tyler managed to land on his feet, but Davey had it scouted. Now, wait. Oh, yeah. Tyler nailed that one. Ring of Honor's in a unique position, gentlemen, where, wait a minute, Tyler goes for the lateral press, Richards powers out. Several people have a legitimate claim of being the best in the world. They chant best in the world to Davey Richards. Tyler Black has the belt to prove it. Christopher Daniels has a claim that many feel is legitimate to being the best in the world. And don't forget about Roderick Strong, as well as former champion, A-Double Austin Aries.
All right, Roderick Strong, new #1 contender, and Tyler Black ups the aggression, stomping down on Davey Richards' jaw. Cover here, does not hook a leg, pivotal in a world title match.
I'll tell you, you can certainly hear the smack of the meat in the flesh, and you can see the sweat fly tonight in Toronto, Prazak. As a matter of fact, you look drenched in another man's sweat, and I don't think it's the first time.
Tyler Black taking a huge risk. It does not pay off. Precision drop kick by Davey Richards.
Tyler doubled over in pain.
Wait a minute. Richards asking, I think he's lost a tooth. Was that an empty socket I saw when he opened his mouth there? Oh, now wait, well,
that's just gonna piss him off. That's gonna make him even more determined to destroy Tyler Black and take the title.
There's that vicious streak. When Davey gets started, it's all in overdrive. There is no slowing him down.
Hooking clothesline.
So compact, but so quick and so powerful.
The aggression of these young men, the hungry young lions of Ring of Honor Wrestling. We've seen it up and down the card tonight. The tradition of Maple Leaf Gardens, Whipper Billy Watson, the greats of yesteryear, has been carried into the 21st century by the youngest and most athletic and most competitive talent roster in the professional wrestling industry.
Davey's got a clover leaf with the arm trapped. That negates Tyler's ability to get to the rope with the left arm. He only has the right arm.
Look, Tyler's struggling. He got that bottom rope.
And with the entire body scissored like that, it's even more pressure Tyler Black has to exert to get to that bottom rope.
Richards, once again, I said he seems like the second coming of the Dynamite Kid. He prowls the ring. He's a coiled spring. And now he snaps into action with the belly to back, the Greco-Roman backdrop. Lateral press and no.
And every movement means so much. No wasted motion, as the cliche goes, when it comes to Davey Richards.
He is at the top of his game, and I think you are right, Joe. That time spent in Japan for New Japan Pro Wrestling. The best of the Super Juniors. It prepared him for tonight.
And Davey just bared him. That was a gut check.
Listen, my God, him. You can hear Richards' boot coming into contact with Tyler Black's sternum.
That tells the story.
Nothing is going to stop Davey Richards tonight.
Go! Richards off the ropes. Tyler Black meets him. There's a spin kick. Action too fast to call. Enziguri. Both men down.
And this could be a turning point in the matchup. Whoever gets to their feet first will have the advantage. But what does Tyler have left after that barrage of offensive kicks by Davey Richards?
Folks, the athletic ability that it takes to compete at this level. This arena tonight, it's a heat wave in Toronto. It's 100+ degrees under these lights. The men are soaked in sweat, but they are still giving it everything they've got. Tyler ducks under. Fireman's carry on Davey. Davey slips behind. Reversal switch. Roll up into the ropes. The Okada roll by Tyler. Through with it. Picks him up. Good God!
Is Davey all right?
Davey gets deposited hard on the floor. He overshot the padding. Hit a combination of concrete and guardrail.
Wait a minute, look at Black. Look at Tyler Black.
The heel on the outside.
Air Tyler for the folks in Toronto. He's going to prove the naysayers wrong again. Tyler Black is determined.
Tyler did what he had to do. He opened up this contest in a close striking game. It's all Davey Richards. Tyler quickened the tempo, and it's advantage champion.
Rolling the man back inside the ring. Opting not to try to go for a cover. He's going to take another chance. Will this pay off for Tyler Black?
Tyler Black springboard. Beautiful. He's got the cover. Count of 2. And no, Davey Richards powers out. And Tyler Black so far has not let the unfriendly Toronto crowd, you know, the Canadian fans, they have some different reactions, but in Ring of Honor, that's okay. And how can you really cheer against a man with the talent of Davey Richards? But Tyler Black, in my opinion, getting a raw deal from some of these fans here tonight. And now they're trading blows again, Joe, and it's only a matter of time before somebody's going down.
Paroxysm. That could do it. The hook of the leg for 2.5. And if Tyler can survive Davey here tonight, I think these Toronto fans have no choice but to respect his accolade.
If. That's a big if, Joe.
This is the toughest test of Tyler Black's title reign thus far.
And no matter who walks away with the belt tonight, they've got about 12 guys coming after him. Tyler to the top.
Ready to lead this.
Could have been a Phoenix Splash, but countered by Davey.
Richards took his leg out from under him. Now Richards in control. He's got the man's back. And they're 5 feet in the air. Tyler trying to fight the man off. But they're in a precarious position. A shot to the ribs, but Black counters with the elbow. Tyler, I don't know if I'd have still gone up there. I believe I'd have got down while the getting was good.
Again, Davey just relentless. Has tunnel vision on his prey right now. The hunt is on in full force. But look at Tyler battle his way free.
In the words of the Dean Gordon Soley, Richards would fight a buzzsaw and give it the first 2 rounds. Wait a minute, Richards up! Billy God, my God! Tyler Black! Tyler Black, incredible athleticism. Tyler Black, the Ring of Honor World Champion. Richards doesn't realize he's there. There's the boot. Tyler Black, oh my God!
Reverse Hurricane Rana.
Where did he? Oh my God! Oh my God! That's got to be a no! Just a count of 2, and Tyler Black is as surprised as anybody in this arena, Joe.
Tyler Black using the signature maneuver of his trainer, Danny Daniels, can't put the man away.
Again, 15 years of hard work for Davey Richards, 8 years for Tyler Black, down to this moment in time, down to 3 seconds at the end of this match.
The fans once again erupting in "This is awesome" chants because Tyler Black determined, I think, not only to beat Davey Richards, but to get his hard-earned and rightful respect from the fans here tonight.
Even if he can retain the title tonight and say that he is the best in the world because he is the Ring of Honor World Champion, you still have Christopher Daniels looking to come after that title. But as you said, you still have Ron.
Hey, stay loose. Hold on. Wait a minute.
They're making their way toward us.
Oh, Jesus. Watch out, boys. We're being manhandled. I'll tell you what. This is as precarious a position as I've been in a while in professional wrestling.
We already got blood and mist everywhere and sweat flying. We don't need any more interruptions.
Taking the action all over the ringside area.
Ring of Honor is leaving its DNA all over Toronto, Canada tonight, and these fans are loving it.
Is that something to brag about?
I'll tell you.
Cover. Oh, too close to the ropes.
He was in the ropes. You don't get it from anybody else but Ring of Honor. When you come to Ring of Honor, you better, it's like going to a Gallagher concert. You better bring a poncho, brother.
A Gallagher reference to the world title match. Down with a brainbuster. Could be Aldo.
Didn't hook the leg. But he is all over Richards now. Close fist. Get in there, Sinclair.
Another cover. And again, keep in mind as this match progresses, potential fatigue. Tyler wrestled a night ago. Davey did not.
Tempers flared early. They were slapping each other in the face, shoving each other around. Richards got hot when Tyler Black apparently knocked one of his teeth out. Tyler Black is highly ticked off at Richards and the reception he's gotten here tonight, and he's taking it out on Davey. Both these guys they're beating each other like they owe each other trans.
It's Tyler Black with the upper hand.
Brutal strikes. Davey lands on his feet.
A low bridge. The champion hangs on.
Here comes Richards.
Head of steam.
Oh!
Right between the shoulder blades.
Oh my God! Watch it! Spread out! Jesus!
He doesn't care about his own well-being if he can do some damage to Tyler Black.
He cares about being the best in the world. The only way to prove it is to survive this fight.
And Jim Cornette checking on their condition. Davey climbing back over the barricade.
I was checking on the fans as much as I was checking on the wrestlers.
And again, Davey doesn't care about risking his life, risking his well-being. He will vault himself in the pits of hell if it means becoming the best.
He will walk across hell wearing gasoline underwear.
Everyone here bought a ticket hoping that he would land in their lap.
And look at the energy, the emotion on Davey Richards. Is his culmination drawing near? This could be Davey's defining moment, but Tyler's still fighting.
You got to think this is what it looked like in the gladiator days of ancient Rome. Two supreme athletes giving it their all with a bloodthirsty, excited crowd cheering every move. That's what Ring of Honor is like live, folks. Oh my God. This could be it.
So close, but only two. He needs to stay on him. Don't waste any time.
Well, Davey Richards has got to be wondering what it's going to take to defeat Tyler Black here tonight. Folks, the atmosphere is off the charts. If you get the chance to see the Ring of Honor athletes live, please do so. You owe it to yourself. The 21st century version of professional wrestling has become Ring of Honor.
He's got his leg.
Davey Richards the knee.
Dragon screw in the ropes. Nowhere for Tyler Black's leg to go. The damage was done.
And he got wrenched with that tightly enforced ring cable.
And now the Wolf all the way to the top rope. Gonna target that knee.
Stalking his prey.
Oh!
Connects with the chest instead.
And that's got to take your breath away. These guys have been going at a blistering pace for quite some time, and the concussive effect to the chest has got to have knocked the breath out of Tyler Black. One wonders whether he can recover.
Combination of kicks. Going for the German, countered.
Some of the agility we saw from Tyler earlier.
Oh!
He responds in kind. Powerbomb.
Cloverleaf.
Cloverleaf coming up.
That's it.
Wrenches far back.
Will Tyler tap? Look at the face. Look at the expression on the face of Tyler Black.
Tyler's got a great space between his own body and Davey's. He's got a bridge up. Or he's going to tap away the world title.
Tyler reached, he's got the ropes. He reached for it, he got those ropes. And once again, the resilience of Tyler Black. He coming to the fore here, and Davey Richards now has got to be wondering what it's going to take to put Tyler Black away, as much as Tyler wonders what it's going to take to put Davey Richards away.
How much damage was done to that knee, though? Tyler relies so much on his agility, his balance.
Now it's Davey's turn.
Boy, these guys, they will risk it all. They will bet the farm, folks, on one roll of the dice. Tyler Black up now. Trying to keep Davey Richards from coming off the top rope. Now they're back up in high territory again. It's rarefied air up there on the top rope, Prazak. These guys, either one could make one mistake that spells doom.
Headbutt takes down Tyler Black.
Come on, Davey! You see the fatigue setting in on these athletes. But Black with a desperation kick back to all the way to the top. Super!
Oh! And he floated over, and he still got him. Fireman's carry again. Davey Richards face first. Tyler Black, he's hooked the near leg too, and no!
Another Tyler Black specialty, the F5, with only a near fall. And again, you can sense it in the air. There may be a changing of the guard coming.
Is that the ROH action is like no other. But Tyler Black, If he's got the guts left in him, the intestinal fortitude, the energy, he's going to try to finish it all. Look at Davey Richards. Wait a minute.
No Phoenix Splash going to work on that knee.
They are right up above us, and I'm nervous.
The knee was weakened earlier in the match.
Headbutt, elbow, headbutt. Headbutts and elbows are the order of the day. Oh my God, I heard that.
Come on, motherfucker, come on, fight! Fight!
And Davey wants to get a gut check. Staring him, challenging him. And Davey falls. Davey falls.
Tyler Black's got it. No! You heard the smack of the skulls clunking together. You heard the chops. You heard the impact of Tyler Black hit the ground, and these guys are still going.
Ankle lock!
Tyler once again, a do or die situation. Find a way out or tap away the title. The momentum is in the side of Davey.
Davey into the ropes, goes for the kick. Tyler Black, no. Davey's got him wrapped up, 2 and Tyler overbalances. 1, 2, and wait a minute. They are jockeying for position.
Leverage goes back and forth. Tyler on top.
Beautiful bridge. Beautiful square to the back.
He's going for the backslide. He's got him.
Legs now.
Again, once again, both these guys giving it their all. And now the blows start again.
Caught the leg. He caught the Pele kick.
The ankle, the scissors. There's no way out.
Look at the look of desperation on the face of Tyler Black as Davey Richards torques that ankle.
Look at the direction that ankle is in. It's ready to snap.
Nature did not intend for that leg to be bent in that direction, but Tyler Black gets the ropes.
And love him or hate him, that's why he's the world champion. He digs down deeper than the average man.
German.
Beautiful bridge again. Dano.
So close.
Both these men really showing signs, Prazak, you called it, of fatigue and exhaustion physically. Can the human body, the human anatomy take much more of this?
If it was any other man in the ring with Davey Richards, we'd be looking at a new world champion. But whether these fans recognize it or not, we're seeing something very special out of Tyler Black as well.
It looked like he's trying to suplex him to the floor here. Tyler trying to fight it off, though.
Tyler blocked him. Tyler, disoriented, goes for the charge, catches a boot. Tyler Black's breath smelling like kiwi boot polish tonight. Wait a minute. Oh, no! Oh, no!
He got it! Suplex to the floor!
Well, either man recovered.
Folks, you don't see this on any other network. You don't see this on any other program. You don't see this from any other promotion. And these guys may at some point need some artificial body parts, but they haven't got them planted in yet.
You bring it to a 20 count. We'd hate to see a world title match end in a count out. I don't think we'll see that now, as they're still up and still fighting.
Well, those two horses aren't back in the barn yet, Joe. They've still got some running to do.
Flurry of strikes from Richards.
Oh, Tyler Black caught that boot. I think did he go over the rail?
I believe he did.
I believe so.
Davey Richards back in the ring, trying to get some respite. He's created some space between himself and Tyler Black so that he can at least, in some shape, form, or fashion, draw a deep breath.
Yeah, he's just trying to regain some energy, buy himself some time. Obviously, he can't win the title on a countout, but this gives him some time to think about his strategy and catch his breath.
The referee now checking on Davey Richards, who may be out. Davey Richards may not be able to recover his neck. His neck may be severely injured here. He's asking the referee, while Tyler Black, meanwhile, on the floor. Wait a minute, there's Shane Hagedorn.
No.
Shane Hagedorn has just come to ringside.
How is he still standing?
And Shane,
he knows what this match means for the career of Davey Richards.
He was told by Davey Richards to stay in the locker room. Wait a minute, Davey slides out.
And Davey meant that promise.
Hagedorn had a chair. Davey Richards has taken it away from him and telling Hagedorn to hit the bricks.
Oh, he wants to do it on his own.
Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back by a super kick. Super kick the chair. Tyler super kicked the chair right into Richards' face.
Well, Hagedorn may have been able to help Davey win, but it wouldn't have helped him prove he's the best in the world. That's what Davey wants.
I think Hagedorn may just have caused Davey to lose, as Davey was distracted with that little no-good leech. Tyler Black super kicked that chair right into Richards' face.
And now the count on Davey Richards. If Davey's counted out, Tyler retains the world title.
The folks chanting for Davey Richards, but Tyler Black shaking his head. Tyler Black seems to have a second lease on life here thanks to the inadvertent manipulations of Shane Hagedorn.
Richards back up on the apron, though, back inside the ring.
Tyler's gonna put him away. Richards trying to fight out. No! Tyler just fell right out of the ring. Richards bulled him out.
And again, you see the fatigue, but you see the desperation, the will to fight on between champion and challenger.
And both men on the ring apron, that steel ring frame below, as they exchange strikes.
There is no give whatsoever in that ring apron, and there's only about 12 inches of width. These guys are balanced on a very precarious precipice. No!
You can feel the blood reverberating throughout this building.
I could feel it in my feet when Davey Richards hit the concrete.
Once again, the double count administered by Sinclair. Tyler grabbing hold of the bottom rope, trying to get back inside the ring.
Tyler Black trying to beat that count. Sinclair at 7. Black rolls in. Davey Richards is he moving?
He's not moving at all.
Is Davey Richards still conscious?
He's got 10 seconds to get back inside that ring. He needs to dig down.
Your dream is 5 seconds away from being up in smoke.
He's trying it. Davey Richards is trying. Oh, he slipped off. This is going to be a count out sure as we're sitting here. And
18.
Tyler Black will retain 18. 19. No! This match, and what a hell of a match it is, goes on.
If this match isn't proof positive that the Ring of Honor World title is the most prestigious title in wrestling, I don't know what is.
This is Davey Richards' night.
Tyler Black is asking the referee to stop the match, I think. I think he asked Sinclair to stop the match because he's, look, what has he got to do? He doesn't want to cripple Davey Richards.
Tyler's got to be thinking what's left.
He has asked Sinclair, I think more than once. I think he asked him twice. Oh, wait a minute.
He wants it. Give it to him.
Well, I don't think he's going to ask him again to stop it. He may go to cripple Richards.
God's last gift.
No!
And the fire still burns in Davey Richards. The wolf has not been put to sleep as of yet. And Tyler growing frustrated now, mocking Richards, mocking these people, losing focus.
He's going for it. He's going for the buckle bomb.
Got it.
Dragon screw.
Richards going to wrap him up again. Another cloverleaf.
And look how low the ground Richards is. All the force, on the lower back, on the leg. Tyler is dead center of the ring. Trying to bridge up.
Tyler Black trying to relieve the pressure on his back by pushing up. Maybe grabs him up. The crowd can sense it. The crowd can sense a new champion.
It's coming.
He doesn't want to tap.
Not now. He won't tap away. His title is free. Inside
package 2. No.
He kicked out, only 2.
Sinclair caught a foot in the face when Richards kicked out. like they've been in a car wreck out here on the QEW. I just heard a fan in the front row say this is the match of the year, and I'll be damned if I can disagree.
They can barely stand, but they can damn sure still fight as long as there's a breath in their bodies.
It's all for the Ring of Honor World Championship. Who is the best in the world?
These exchanges, Joe, my God, they just will not stop.
Tyler Black with the palm strikes, Davey with the Kawada-style kicks, and neither man has budged as of yet. Hard pop. It's still Davey. The clothesline, the hard, new champ now.
Look at Richards, my God. He's got a second win. He's got a second lease on life.
He's got to go for the DR driver.
Oh.
He couldn't get him. Richards could not get him, but he will not let up. He's going to hook him up again. The fatigue showing in both men's game. Buckle bomb.
Hit block. On a butt zone. See it,
This is it.
In 30 years in the professional wrestling industry, I have never seen a display of sheer willpower and endurance like these two men have displayed here tonight.
And again, we ask ourselves, what's next? What's left? What will it take to end one of these two men's dreams?
They're in such pain, they're screaming at each other. Davey Richards saying, just die, Tyler, just die.
Shooting star press. He's got one of the best in the business. Off that top rope, crashing down on Tyler Black. Hook the leg, new champion.
But can he do it? Can he physically execute the move at this time in the match?
Tyler's up. Meets Davey. And once again, both men have trouble with their equilibrium, trouble with their balance.
And wouldn't you?
They're still fighting.
Now, once again, they're going up to the top of the mountain. They've climbed to the top rung. No! A Tiger driver from there?
Maybe the Super DR driver.
Folks, we are dumbfounded and gobsmacked as to what could possibly... Wait a minute, Davey's hung. Davey's hung from the tree. Whoa, Tyler Black.
Drop Davey. Right in the jaw. Double feet. At the impact of the floor. They have almost as bad.
Rolls him back in. Cover.
1, 2, 3, no! Once again, it goes on. And the fans in Toronto sending their vote in early for Match of the Year, and I don't blame them one bit.
Buckle bomb again.
Oh.
Measures Davey. Davey's prone. Kick to the butt of the jaw. He's got it. No.
Davey Richards, with the willpower and the endurance and the sheer force of his own driven personality, will not go down.
Tonight he is indestructible.
Davey has a glazed over look in his eye. He may look like he's about ready to pass out. He's drooling.
Davey Richards has drool coming from his mouth, ladies and gentlemen, here tonight in Toronto.
He's a rabid wolf. What do you expect? He wants that belt.
He's not gonna quit no matter what condition he's in.
Tyler Black pulling Davey Richards up off the mat. Tyler Black ready to impose his will for what he hopes will be the final time.
Wrist clutch!
God's last gift. 1, 2, 3.
It's $8.
Here is your winner, and still Ring of Honor World Champion, Tyler Black.
Joe, David, it's a damn shame. It's a damn shame that anybody had to lose that match here tonight. But Tyler Black has once again proven he is the man in Ring of Honor, the world champion. But what a hell of an effort by Davey Richards and by both men.
In the weeks leading up to this match, we heard that a man is defined by his failures, but immortalized by his success. Tonight, I believe both champion and challenger were immortalized by this performance. But the story here, Tyler Black is still the best in the world.
I tell you, Tyler Black, he's looking at these fans. He can't buy a break. He can't buy respect from these fans. After putting on a display, the likes of which I have not seen in 30 years in professional wrestling, Tyler Black is still the man. But will he gain the respect that he so desperately covets?
And who's next in line? Christopher Daniels, Roderick Strong, Kevin Steen. They've all laid claim to winning a shot at the belt. But right now, despite the best interests and wishes of Toronto, Ontario, Tyler Black survives his toughest challenge. Tyler Black continues to defend on the straight and narrow and do justice to the world title. Tyler Black, best in the world, Ring of Honor, world champion.
All that said, will this wind up being the last world title matchup in Davey Richards' career? That's a question that remains to be answered in the coming months here in Ring of Honor.
I'll tell you, both these guys have earned my respect and my admiration. I don't care who you like. Those are two of the best in the business right there. You never say that.
Obviously checking on the condition of Davey Richards. Both men gave it their all. Tyler Black does walk away with the title.
Now you're a champion.
You got an ear too late. That's a good problem.
JV, there was a lot of expectation going into this match. To be honest with you, I didn't know how things were going to turn out, especially at the end there. But my friend, thank you. Thank you, David. Thank you, David.
Ladies and gentlemen, if Ring of Honor comes anywhere near your location and you can check this action out live and in person, be sure to do so. Visit ROHWrestling.com for upcoming dates. Thank you for joining us.